Good evening, Crusher fans, and welcome to Westmont Hilltop's Price Field for tonight's Laurel Highlands Conference matchup between the Westmont Hilltoppers and your McCort Carroll Crushers. You're listening to the Crusher Sports Network. Hello, I'm Ralph DeMarco along with Jeannie Feathers, and we will be your hosts for tonight's game. We want to give a little shout out to our good buddy Ian Lipinski, who does all the tech support behind the scenes. And, of course, we're the Dream Team, the Stream Team, and hello, Jeannie.
Hi, Ralph. It's a football night. I can't say it's a beautiful football night, but it's a football night.
Well, we'll get the weather from Sunshine Jill. Tonight she's Rainy
Rainy day,
Jill,
Jill.
okay? But we'll get that report from her very shortly. But right now, we're going to have our head football coach, Tom Smith, with your Coach's Corner. It's that time in our show to bring in our head coach, Tom Smith, for his Coach's Corner for our McCort Carroll Crushers. Coach, welcome to the show.
Yeah, great to be here, Ralph. Looking forward to being in a great environment this evening, and looking forward to an overall great game here in the Laurel Highlands and up at Westmont Stadium.
Well, Coach, I know we have some keys to the game, and we always talk about keys to the game, but records mean nothing in this game.
No, they don't. You can throw those right out. I know the history of these two teams. I've watched it as a coach from other teams, and I've been a part of it now as a coach. And you can throw those right out the window. Since I've been the head coach here, it's been back and forth every year. So the other guy wins it. And but I got to give Coach credit. He does a nice job up there through this rivalry, and I enjoy coaching against Coach Barron. He's a good guy, and I'm just looking forward to some spirited play on Friday night here.
Well, Coach, let's get right to it. Your keys to the game.
Well, number one for me, it would be to take advantage of our team speed out there this evening. I believe that we have a very young football team, but at the same time, we have a lot of team speed on our team. And I think that if we can apply that in all three phases of the game, offense, defense, and special teams, I think we can have some success there. And so we're looking to do that, and that was one of our things that we focused on at practice this week.
Well, Coach, it's no secret that Westmont is going to pound the football at you and then hit you with play action passes. And Coach Barron makes no bones about it. That's what he does, okay?
That's been their signature way of playing for the last few years, and they have a great ground and pound game, and they're good at that. And what our job is going to be is to get them off schedule and to get them take away the things that they do well with that ground and pound and make them do something they're not really accustomed to doing. Now, they do some play action pass, like you said, Ralph, but I don't know that they really want to do that. They want to run the ball straight down your throat, and you have to stop that. So our number one thing right now is to try to get them off schedule and hold that run and then defend that pass.
Well, Westmont has built a beautiful stadium. We played there last year, and we spoke about the rivalry at the beginning of the coaches show. This is going to be not an easy place to play football.
No, it's not an easy place to play football. I live a block away from the stadium there. I walk by it every night when I'm out walking around, and it's a beautiful facility. They've done a nice job up there. And we're going to be walking into a hornet's nest here on this evening. And you know what? We wouldn't have it any other way. In fact, we invite that type of environment. We're looking forward to playing in it. And we're excited to have our communities come together and support each team in a positive way. And at the end of the day, when this thing's over, it's over, and be friends after that. But on Friday night, let me tell you something. The fur's going to fly, as one of my college coaches used to say. And we're looking forward to that meeting, and we're going to give it our best shot and hopefully get our second win and continue to move on.
Well, Coach, we're going to finish with the last key to the game. I know our defense is, for a team that has not won a lot of football games, we've created 17 turnovers on defense, but we need to apply that and score some points. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we play a unique defense. I don't think anyone in the league plays. And we play that stack, that 3-3 stack defense. And that, as I spoke of earlier, allows us to put some speed onto the field. And I think that has had a lot to do with our defense. It has created 17 turnovers heading into week 7 here of the season. We're very proud of that. It's all about opportunity, and that's what we coach on defense. Is about creating opportunities to score, to make splash plays on defense, and to give our offense an opportunity to get out there and play.
Now our offense has shown signs of life, moving the football and scoring points, and we need to make that happen again.
Well, it has to happen again. And a couple of things about this game. This game is critical for us, Ralph, and one of the most important things, and I conveyed this to the kids on Monday, because of the win last Friday and playing a quad A football team, that helps us points-wise. We jumped up 3 spots in District 6 Single A. Now, we're not into the playoff yet, but if we can get a win here tonight against Westmont, I believe we'll jump 2 more. That puts us at number 8. And then we play Bellefonte the following week. Now, we're not going to get ahead of ourselves, but it's great motivation for our – this game has significance. And if we can win this game, it gives us an opportunity, and our dream is still alive, of getting this football team into the Single A playoffs. And that's a key factor when you're trying to motivate kids at this point of the season and you only have 1 win. But we play an extremely difficult schedule, and the reward is getting some of those wins and finding your way into the playoffs and playing other Single A teams. And that's what this is going to be a lot about that tonight.
Well, Coach, there's still a lot left to play for. We thank you for joining us on the Coach's Corner, and good luck and God bless. Let's go, McCort, Carroll Crushers.
God bless. Go Crushers, and we appreciate everyone out there in the stream world listening to our games. You've been pretty loyal customers all year. I see the stats on what's going on with our stream. We're real excited about what's going on here. Mr. DeMarco and the folks on our Dream Team stream team are doing. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate the whole entire crew from top to bottom.
Take care, Coach. Have good luck.
Thank you.
Well, we thank Coach Smith for joining us on the Coach's Corner here. And like he said, you throw out the records. This is a great rivalry, and we compliment Westmont on building this beautiful stadium that they've built here. And many thanks to Tom Callahan and Pat Barron, the AD and football coach at Westmont, as well as Mike Bako and Tom Smith at McCort for all the help they've given us to get to this point. Jeannie, I throw it your way.
All right. At the beginning of every game and every event we have at Bishop McCort, we talk a little bit about, we always pray. We always pray. And so right now I'd like to start with the sportsmanship prayer that we do every week. Strong and faithful God, the giver of fullness of life, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless these athletes, coaches, officials, and all gathered here. Keep these young people safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. Lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom, where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Jeannie. And do you have any sponsors that you want to talk about in the pregame?
I always want to talk about sponsors. And the McCort pregame is sponsored by the Ryan Young Agency, supporting our local athletes. Wishing the McCort Carroll Crushers the best of luck this season.
Well, Jeannie, of course, our good friend Jill Berkebile, Sunshine Jill's with us tonight, and I'm not so sure that she's Sunshine Jill tonight. She might be Rainy Jill. Jill, welcome, Sunshine Jill. Welcome to the show.
Ralph and Jeannie, hello. How are you? Okay, let me make sure you can hear me. Can you hear me?
I
we
can
got
hear you perfect.
Okay. I'm never rainy, though, Ralph.
No,
always
I know
sunshine.
that. I know
always
that.
Sunshine. But look, out the window, look at the beautiful rainbow. So...
Oh, my gosh, yes, it is beautiful. Good. That's why you're the weather girl. You know where the rainbows can be found, okay?
Just looked out. The beautiful spot
That's
there.
Jill, sunshine and rainbows.
Sunshine and rainbows.
That's how I roll. Well, tonight, though, we do have a rainy evening. A little dreary out. We have 61 degrees. The rain is supposed to end in about 13 minutes. A little chance again around 7 o'clock, and then we should be good for the rest of the night. But I have to tell you, not clear skies. No moon, no stars.
No,
but the
cloudy.
rainbow.
And a rainbow.
See?
Well,
still a good night.
you know, just for both of you, when I coached with my brother Phil, and he preached it every day, the weather is your ally. Become the rain, become the heat, whatever it is. So
right.
let's hope that our Crushers do that this evening.
I sure hope so.
Back to you, Jeannie. Thanks,
Well,
Jill.
You're
Thanks for being part of us.
Let's go, Crushers.
It's another exciting year of Crusher football, and the Laurel Auto Group is once again cheering from the sidelines. Each year, Laurel is proud to support the Crushers and wish all of the players the best of luck for a successful season. Pride, loyalty, and tradition reign true both on and off the field. The Laurel Auto Group, with 7 locations and 10 brands, ready to serve all Crusher fans. Bishop McCort Catholic High School and the Laurel Auto Group, a winning combination.
Well, Jeannie, that brings us to Coach Barron's keys to the game. I had a chance to text with him on Thursday of this week, and Coach Barron was kind enough to give us his keys to the game. And they want to be disciplined in their assignments defensively, and they want to rally to the football. They know that Faribault, our quarterback, can make things happen with his legs, and they want to contain him. They must turn third downs into first downs on offense. And they always play field position. That is critical and important to Westmont. And, of course, turnovers are an important part as well. And we're going to take a little break here, and we're going to listen to the national anthem played by the Westmont Hilltop Band. Kudos to the Westmont Band for the national anthem. Well done. And we do appreciate that. Getting back to Coach Barron with the turnovers, the last thing on his list was turnovers, and the first thing on Coach Smith's list was turnovers. And just for our listeners, McCort is at +9 in turnovers, which means defensively we're getting the ball, but we've got to turn it into points. And for Westmont, they're even. They're even in turnovers. So, Jeannie, we've talked about this. The only two stats that matter in football, Jeannie.
They are turnovers and the scoreboard, Ralph.
So we'll see how that whole turnover thing plays out tonight. Ralph's keys to the game. My key to the game is we have to compete up front. We got a couple different starters because of injuries in our lineup tonight offensively, and we've got to compete in the offensive and defensive lines. And I know that defensively we're not going to let the cat out of the bag yet. I know that from talking to Coach Smith, we did a little X and O on the whiteboard in his office, and we have some ideas what they're going to try to do defensively. But got to compete up front in the offensive and defensive lines.
Want to know my key to the game?
Go ahead. I want to know what your keys to the game.
My main key to the game is we have to come out strong. We have to enter the field, and from the first play through the first quarter, we have to show strength, and we have to show that we're here to play and play hard. And I think that that'll set the tone. The tone has to be set right away. No playing catch up.
Listen, Jeannie, I think by the end of this season, when those head football jobs open up, you might have to apply for one of them along the way.
Bids are taken.
Well, Jeannie, any other thoughts? Anybody else we want to talk about that helps us make this stream possible?
We absolutely want to talk about Dr. John Walker. You can feel the excitement in the air. It's time for Friday Night Lights and high school football. Dr. John Walker Family Dental Center at 307 State Street. Cheer on the McCort Carroll Catholic Crushers. Good luck to all the players and coaches from Dr. Walker and his staff. Have a great season and enjoy each minute. Dr. Walker Family Dental Center, proud sponsor of Bishop McCort. Experience the art of dentistry.
Well, Jeannie, since we are going to kick off and Westmont is going to be receiving the opening kickoff, I'm going to give you our defensive starters this evening that I've received from Coach Smith. On defense, we've got Caleb Rodriguez, Eli Zazadny, Josh Spontak, Rotko Fetzko, Nick Prus, Brock Bepler, J.D. D'Elia, Bentley Bainey, Shaquille Ferguson, Brody Lansendorfer, and Luke Stevens is the starting defense this evening for our McCort Carroll Crushers.
And I see our cheerleaders are lining up with the sign, all ready to go in their rain gear. Hopefully they won't have to keep that on all night.
Crushers about to take the field. The Hilltoppers about to take the field. And you got to love high school football. And to call it what it is, the crowd is a little sparse in this moment. We've had rain earlier in this evening. It's still misty out there, and so this may be a late arriving crowd because just throw out the records tonight. The fans on both sides of this are very intense, and sometimes I think the adults should play the game, Jeannie.
Is that what you think, huh? Well,
You'll be coaching them, Jeannie.
I will be coaching them. You just never know. I find a lot of times the adults sometimes act like the students at these games, but we're looking for a really good game tonight, and I'm really excited. I think that both teams are well matched, so here we go.
Well, our friends at the Tribune Democrat, we use their stats every now and then, and we want to thank them for that. And the Tribune Democrat pickers picked Westmont 6-0 to win this football game. So let's hopefully we make them
wrong.
Huh?
We're going to prove them wrong.
Yeah, we're going to prove them wrong. Hey, Jeannie, I want to give a shout out to a good friend of ours, Maria Sanders. Maria, we're hoping that you're listening. Maria is the director of admissions at Bishop McCort, and she just does an amazing job. A friendly person, a friendly face, and she just gets it done, and she makes it happen. And Maria, we love you. God bless you, and we thank you for everything that you do. And I would be remiss. I was at the hockey game last night in the Laurel Mountain Hockey League, and our Crushers played Conemaugh Valley, and it went to overtime, and the Crushers won 4-3. And
who was in goal, Ralph?
Maria's son Stephen was in goal and got the win, and a shout out to Stephen as well, and Coach Art McQuillan and his coaching staff as well.
Yeah, I wish I could have been at that game, but I heard it was a really good game.
Well, Jeannie, they're going to have what we refer to as the ceremonial toss of the coin, because at 6:30 the captains and the head coaches get together and they have the actual toss of the coin. So I'm going to tell you how this went at 6:30. Westmont won the toss, and they will receive. Our McCort Carroll Crushers will kick going right to left on your stream dial, on your radio dial, and they will have the scoreboard at their back, and that old coach's adage that we'd like to be going to the scoreboard with our offense in the second quarter. So Westmont taking the ball, and they're going to just say, hey, here we come. We're going to run the football at you. We're coming after you. And we want to thank Father Crookston, who kind of sneaks in and eavesdrops on that toss of the coin at 6:30, and he sends us that information, and we thank him.
He's sort of our on the field mole. He goes out there and gets the information and brings it to us. Gotta love that. I'm not sure
how to respond to that, Jeannie. Okay. And I do want to give a shout out to our good buddy Sean Westner, who we use his stats quite eventually through the course of the evening, and we do appreciate all that he does as well. The Crushers, gold helmets, white jerseys, blue numeral, gold pants. The Hilltoppers, gray helmets, red jerseys, red pants. We've got a contrast in styles here. It's kind of like Utah versus Notre Dame here tonight as far as the uniforms are concerned. And so Westmont will be moving left to right on your dial. The Crushers will be moving right to left on your dial in this first quarter.
And I need to say that kicking off the first quarter is sponsored by Slovenian Savings and Loan Company, big enough to serve you and small enough to care since 1915.
Well, we're getting ready to kick off, and kicking off for the Crushers this evening is our Steady Eddie kickoff man. That's Lucas Connor, number 26. He's been kicking it in many different ways, okay? But when he does kick it away, it's usually inside the 10-yard line. But he's been kicking squib kicks, kicks to the sidelines, some variations with the kickoff. And here's the kick, and he kicks it right to left, and it goes out of bounds on about the 38-yard line. I'll be shocked if the Hilltoppers don't take this field position. The penalty would put it at the 45, or if it's beyond the 45, that's where the ball gets placed if the Hilltoppers decline the penalty, and that is obviously what they are going to do. They're going to decline that penalty, and they're going to take the ball 1st and 10 in. The ball is going to be on the left hash. It's actually going to be placed. Wow. that they're going to tack the 5 yards on at the end of it, Jeannie. Okay, because we just kicked it out of bounds. So it went out at the 40-yard line, and they tacked the penalty on. It's on the 45-yard line, and I don't know. That's something they want to think about through the course of the game here. Do you want to give Westmont that kind of field position?
Yeah.
And so Westmont breaks the huddle.
They have a lot of faith in our defense.
And they're in a very tight set.
I think that's a first down.
It's going to be a first down. Basically, whenever you look at Westmont, for the most part, 95% of the time, 2 tight ends, 2 tight wings, a fullback behind the quarterback who is under center, obviously a balanced line. Now, they'll throw some things in there to try to get you off balance, but they're going to run the football. And they get 1st and 10 to start the football game. And they move it right down the field for a first down. And they're very methodical. They're in the huddle. They walk to the line of scrimmage. They're part of their offensive game plan is to run the clock, be in it at the end. Same play, little pitch to the wing in motion going right. Luke Stevens on the tackle from his middle linebacker position, and they actually do pick up the first down. They were short, so it's going to be 1st and 10. The ball is now resting on the McCort Carroll 42-yard line in the middle of the field.
While they're lining up, Ralph, I have time to talk about HF Lens Company. Best wishes to the McCort Carroll Crushers for a successful football season from HF Lens Company. From kickoff to the end, they're representing pride, loyalty, and tradition of past Crusher teams. HF Lens Company providing all range of engineering services to the Johnstown region and beyond for over 76 years.
Well, Westmont on first down, they run it right up the guts with number 40 for the Hilltoppers. I don't have him on my roster, number 40. I may have that number wrong. I've been known to get numbers wrong in the past. That was actually number 49, Bryce Goodman, a freshman, 6'1", running back. Again, in the tight set, tight wings. It's just a very tight formation. And they just give the ball right up the guts to their fullback. A lot of action in the backfield. It's tough for linebackers and secondary sometime to pick up the ball. They got people they got motion all the time, either going right to left or left to right. Then they run a lot of action off of that. That time, a lot of action, and then they just run it right up the guts. And they're in a 3rd down and probably 3 on the McCort Carroll Crushers 35-yard line. Big play here if we can force them into a 4th down situation. Ball snapped.
You got it.
Motion came right. The wing left comes in motion right. Quarterback turns and tosses to him. And in this offense, it's called the funnel, where the point of attack is, it's referred to as the funnel. And the Westmont gets 4, 5, 6 people in that funnel, and they just want to drive you off the ball. They want to punch it at you. A lot of the things that they do come from the single wing book published in 1937, and I've read it more than a few times. Same formation, 1st and 10. Now going right, they have a little double reverse, and the Crushers are able to sniff it out. The ball's on the ground. It's a fumble.
And the Crushers took it.
Well, let's see. I want to see an official make the call first.
Well, they're celebrating, which doesn't mean much, but...
Yep. Westmont fumbles the football, and the McCort Carroll Crushers pick it up. I believe that was number 75, Zazadny, for the Crushers, who recovered that football from his down line position. Now we want to get into our offensive starters for the Crushers. Not Hovland, 1st and 10 on our 27-yard line. The ball's in the middle of the field. Everybody's got their wristbands. They're not huddling. They want to move quickly, but they want to make sound decisions. That's why everybody has the wristbands, so everybody's on the same page. And there it is, just a little power, inside power, and number 73 for Westmont just comes busting in there. Connor Ward, a sophomore, 6 foot, 225 pounds, and we'll see. Westmont has a little bit of an advantage weight-wise in that offensive and defensive line. That's SSE Gallucci, Stevens, and Richie Hildebrand on the field as well. Up the guts, Beppler fighting for yardage. He breaks tackles. No, excuse me. That's Faribault. Faribault faked it to Beppler. Westmont jumped on the fake. And they faked me out, and Faribault kept it and turned it up, and suddenly it's 1st and 10 for the Crushers on the 44-yard line.
And it's a much better Crusher first down, sponsored by Don and Aaron Coleman with Remax Power Associates.
And some changes. Brody Lansendorfer moved in the guard. Tommy Altrich comes in and plays tackle due to some injuries on that offensive line for the McCort Carroll Crushers. On the ball in the left hash, there's the snap, gives it to Beppler. Beppler running hard and picks up about 4 yards on first down, and that's what they want to do, stay ahead of the sticks. I had a chance to chat with Coach Hornick, and after we chatted, I said, put it down, write it down. I'm going to read it to you like he said it. It's week 7 of Laurel Highlands football. Like many teams, we have guys sick and banged up, so naturally the kids have to step in and step up and play. And he challenges the offense with some of the changes they have to get after, make it happen. He knows it's an exciting rivalry, and personally he's excited to go up against his high school defensive quarter, Coach Dale, who's the coach Del Senor, who's the defensive coordinator, so Westmont. So some little personal things happening here as far as the game is concerned. There's a handoff to number 4, Jonathan D'Elia, and D'Elia picks up a first down, and the Crushers are on the move. The ball's on the Westmont 45-yard line in the middle of the field.
It's another Crusher first down, sponsored by Don and Aaron Coleman with Remax Power Associates.
Well, so we've got the Crushers going as fast as they can, and on offense we've got the Hilltoppers going as slow as they can. So do unequal forces. Who wins that battle tonight, right? There's the snap, hands it off to D'Elia on the same play going right, and there's nothing going on there. Number 3 for Westmont, Gavin Kassick, a senior, 6', 195. Johnny on the spot. He's an outside linebacker in that 4-4 look for Westmont. And sometimes it'll look like a 4-3 to get that 4th secondary guy to help out. That one of those outside linebackers usually helps in the secondary. They walk away. So you might see a 4-3 look, but you'll see one of those outside linebackers walked away, and that gives it a 4-deep secondary look. 2nd down and 10. There's the handoff to Beppler up the guts. No luck. Number 73. His second big play of the game for Westmont is Connor Ward. So he's had 2 good plays in this football game. That brings up a 3rd and 10.5 for a first down. The ball is on the Westmont 46-yard line. And the Crushers are on the ball. They're looking at Coach Hornick, getting the calls. They got all of them got the wristbands. I was with him today when he was putting it all together. We're in the shotgun sidecar right, 2 receivers right, 2 left. Faribault back to pass. There's number 73 all over him, and Faribault kind of running for his life, and he's able to avoid about a 10 or 12-yard loss, and he gets it back to the line of scrimmage. And number 73 for the Connor Ward for Westmont is off to a fast start. They're going to have to start accounting for him. They're going to have to start picking him up that left side of the offensive line. Zazadny and Rodriguez, they're going to have to make sure that they do a much better job of picking up number 73 for Westmont, or it could be a long night.
As the fog rolls in, Ralph.
The Crushers in punt formation. The punter is number 17, Luke Repko, and your long snapper is Stevens. There's the snap. Repko kicks it. Nice punt.
Hit.
Nice punt. Hits on about the 20, and it's rolling, and the Crushers are going to down it on the 19-yard line.
Ralph, while we have a second here, Nico's Restaurant on Scalp Avenue in Richland would like to wish the best of luck to the McCort Carroll Crushers. From sushi to Italian to homestyle American, Nico's has a menu that is sure to satisfy any appetite. Looking for something quick to take home? Check out their takeout window. You'll never be disappointed. Nico's Restaurant owner is a class of 1986 alumni and proud to be a sponsor of McCort Carroll Catholic football.
Okay, Jeannie, here we go. We couldn't we couldn't put that turnover into points, but we did move the football, and I know that from Coach Hornick's point of view, if they can win the line of scrimmage, compete up front, that opens up a lot of things for the Crushers. Now, defensively, the Crushers are crowding the line of scrimmage. There's a little pitch to number 17 for Westmont, and that is Bashir Hunt from his right wing back position. And at the corner position, number 4 for the Crushers, Jonathan D'Elia, comes up and does a great job and holds him to a 1-yard gain. And, of course, Shaquille Ferguson was there helping out as well. So that gives Westmont a 2nd and 9. And I told you you'd hear about different looks tonight. Right now, the Crushers are crowding the line of scrimmage. They've got 7, 8 guys right up on that line of scrimmage, and they're getting after it right now. And there's that little toss going right to left, and we do slow them down a little bit, and that's going to be 3rd down.
3 steps, that's it. Tear, take, and go. Tear, take, and go with Medipack from Martellus Pharmacies. Medipack's medication packaging reminds you to take the right medications at the right time every time. Martellus Pharmacy Medipack is convenient, easy, stress-free, and is only available from Martellus Pharmacies. Check martelluspharmacy.com for all 6 locations. Free delivery is always available to your home or office. Tear, take, and go, Crushers.
3rd and 3 for Westmont on their own 27-yard line, and they just give it to the fullback up the guts, and I think that's going to bring a 4th down for Westmont, and I think it's going to be probably a 3rd and a short 1 yard for Westmont to pick up the 1st down. I'll be shocked if Coach Barron punts the football here. He throws caution to the wind. He does not like to punt the football. He wants his offense to move the sticks and be on the field. So this is huge. If the Crushers can keep them from gaining up this 1st down, the defense will put the offense in incredible field position. So, and Westmont, if they deviate from their set, I'll tell you, but it's 2 tight ends, 2 tight wings. It's like 11 guys all just bunched together. And there it is to the fullback up the guts again. Oh, boy, it's going to be close.
It almost looks like a rugby match.
Yeah,
like,
it looks
they
a little.
call that a scrum?
Well, exactly. They call that a scrum, and football kind of started from rugby to a certain extent. Jeannie, you amaze me you just keep amazing me all the time,
I know,
Jeannie.
Right?
Okay.
Right?
So they get the 1st down. So Westmont picks up the 1st down. They have 1st and 10 on their own 31-yard line, and I mean they are just bunched in there. Therefore, our defense looks bunched in there because they've got to align according to the set. Now there's a pitch going outside to number 17, and Brock Bepler comes up, and so does Shaquille Ferguson, and they hold that to no gain. 2nd and a long 9 for a 1st down. Now I know all week long, Jeannie, the coaches are telling those 2 safeties, don't jump on play-action fakes. If you're making tackles, you're making them in the secondary. Those 9 guys up front got to be able to stop the run. We got burned on a play-action pass last year that changed the tide of the whole football game, so I know that's something they've preached all week.
Oh, jumping.
I believe the right side of the Crusher defense, Rodriguez and D'Elia jumped off sides. They had the wingback on the right going into motion to his left, and we call that short motion when it goes in behind the fullback, and they jump off sides. We don't want those kind of mistakes against Westmont. Giving them 5 yards is like giving them 50 yards with the philosophy they play with. It is 2nd down and 3, and I believe we're going to come to the end of the 1st quarter, Jeannie. When both teams are running the football, man, that 1st quarter just disappeared.
Goes fast, right?
All in your hands right now, Jeannie.
Well, the 2nd quarter, it's a Crusher. 2nd quarter, sorry about that. 2nd quarter is sponsored by Pizza Man's Pizza, Lighter Drive-In Westmont. Dine in, carry out, and delivery. New York-style pizza, salads, hoagies, wings, and more. Find their menu on Facebook. Great food. And also, Dr. Matthew Redkowski and the team at Allegheny Orthodontic Associates wish the McCort Carroll Crushers the best of luck this season. At AOA, the goal is to provide the best possible orthodontic experience using the newest proven technology. Patients enjoy beautiful smiles in a most efficient manner. With 3 convenient locations, Allegheny Orthodontic Associates strives to create a fun, friendly atmosphere with a team that is committed to serving your needs. Allegheny Orthodontic Associates, a proud sponsor of Bishop McCort. Go Crushers.
So as we switch ends of the field, we do want our listeners, we always try to tell them who our halftime guests are going to be in tonight. Jeannie's going to be running the range. She's going to take care of the interview at the halftime. We're going to have Heather Newcomer, a teacher at McCort, and Emma Newcomer, who's a senior at McCort, and she is member of the student training program, and Heather helps out with that, keeping the young ladies organized. And those two, Heather and Emma, will be up talking to us halftime about the student training program and, of course, Emma's plans for the future as well. We know what Heather's plans are. She'll be at school on Tuesday.
On Tuesday,
okay.
Yep.
3rd down and 3. Westmont going right to left.
They go.
Oh,
Flag.
boy, we got a flag coming in there. And, boy, that looks like it might be a hold. I can't imagine unless there was a face smack, but it might be a hold on Westmont. That flag came from a long way, and it came as Westmont moved the football past the sticks. Oh, so now they got a hold on the McCort Carroll Crushers. I'm not so sure about that one. Okay, somebody was grabbing some jersey somewhere.
I didn't see it, but doesn't mean it didn't happen, Rob.
Nope, yep, I understand that. I just a little shocked. You don't see defensive holding in a scrum like that very often. I can understand like a defensive back maybe grabbing a jersey. I mean, that's a tough call to make because you probably could find holding on Westmont as well. That one, that's a hard one for me to swallow. So now it is 1st and 10, and Westmont has the ball on the Carroll 47-yard line. The mist has become in the fog now. We had a rainbow, and now that night is set in, we've got some fog, and it's a eerie October night. A little pitch going right to left, and I believe it's only going to be about a yard gain. So for our fans that are listening, when that wing goes in motion and the quarterback gets the snap under center, he'll turn and pitch it to that motion man. Now you got the fullback, you got the quarterback, you got the backside guard, you got 4, 5, 6 guys in that funnel throwing a lot of bodies at the McCort Carroll Crushers. 2nd down and 9. The ball resting on the McCort 45-yard line. I do want to mention, Jeannie, at the end of the game, we'll have the Harris Funeral Home players of the game, both on offense and defense. I believe we intercepted that ball.
I believe we did too.
The quarterback for Westmont went back to pass. Number 74 for the Crushers, Rocco Fetzko, got his hand on the quarterback's arm as he was about to throw it. It flipped up in the air, and I believe it's hard to tell.
I think it might have been number 4.
Who recovered it?
I think so.
Jonathan D'Elia, because now with this set with 8, 9 guys on the line of scrimmage, you're going to see our corners and our Eagle linebackers up on the line of scrimmage trying to apply pressure, stop the run. If they read pass, they're going to put pressure on the quarterback. So it's the second turnover of the night created by the Crushers, and now they got to make hay. They got to put some points on the scoreboard.
It is a 1st down, and it is sponsored by Jeff Niter with Remax Power Associates. A Crusher 1st down. Now
I believe that the McCort Carroll Crushers are going to take a timeout, and there was a little bit of confusion as to the play selection. And I've always been a believer if you're confused, don't be afraid to use a timeout, but always save yourself one for the end of the half and one for the end of the game.
Well, good luck to Coach Smith and the McCort Carroll Crushers from your friends at Game Day Apparel. Stop in and see Game Day at their location on Eisenhower Boulevard for all of your screen printing and embroidery needs. Dress your team for success with the latest styles of sportswear. For the best quality with the lowest prices in the region, contact Game Day Apparel. I don't know about you, Ralph, but I have 3 drawerfuls of Game Day Apparel McCort wear. I could actually outfit myself in a different McCort shirt, hoodie, sweatshirt, probably for at least a month.
Well, Jeannie, that's not a bad thing.
And they're
okay?
beautiful. That's why I wear them all the time.
And you know, in my short time there in 4.5 years, I got 2 drawers and half a closet full of McCort gear. So I just go around and see Mr. Bako, Mr. Hornick, Mr. Fowl, Mr. Smith. Hey, you got a shirt for me? You got a tee? How about a pullover?
Well, I get a lot of cheerleading shirts.
So 1st and 10 for the Crushers, right at midfield. In the shotgun, Faribault back to pass. He's looking deep.
Oh, intercepted.
It's intercepted. He was trying to hit Ferguson. It's intercepted by Barrett Geyer, number 80, a senior, 5'10", 165. And Faribault had Ferguson open. He just needed to get it up in the air. Ferguson had 2 steps on the defensive back for Westmont, and if he'd got it up in the air, but nice play by the Westmont defender. And that's something that I've always said. And you know, the way Westmont plays defense, attack their corners, because a lot of times they put their corners on an island and get them in one-on-one coverage, and that's something you want to try to take advantage of. We'll see how that shakes out through the course of the game. Westmont on the right hash. That hash is closest to the Crusher sidelines. 1st and 10, and there it is. A little, great play off the backside. Number 4, Jonathan D'Elia, having himself a great start to this football game. When he sees that motion go away, he steps up on the line of scrimmage from his secondary position. There's no one to block him, but you've got to run hard down the line of scrimmage, and he executed that exactly the way Mr. Smith drew it up for me on the board this week when we chatted in his office. He throws him for a loss. It's 2nd and 13, the ball on the Westmont 42-yard line. There's a little pitch going to the right. We got a flag on the play, and
that went out to
Bashir Hunt, number 17, carrying the football, and the corner on that side. Actually, that's Luke Stevens in on the play, and there's D'Elia in on the play again. So maybe you can't run to him, you can't run away from him. He's making plays all over the field tonight. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 12. The ball on the Westmont 42-yard line. Here's that time. Watch out for the play-action pass. Those safeties need to stay at home. I know they've been preached to. Don't get beat deep. We got 9 guys up front committed to stopping the run. We need you to be sure that they don't throw a play-action pass over the top of us and get an easy score. So the penalty was against Westmont, which really puts them in a hole. They're looking at a 2nd and 23, the ball on their 32-yard line. That was a 10-yard holding penalty against the Hilltoppers. Now they split and end out to the left, and our reaction to that is we bring a safety over the top, and we bring the corner up and walk up, and that wide receiver for Hunt was on the carry, but the wide receiver is Noah Brownlee, and Noah is one of the top receivers for Westmont. He comes into the game with 6 receptions for 147 yards, and he's 3 touchdowns. So that's a guy that is going to get those play-action passes, and McCort is saying, we're double covering him. We're taking him out of the game right now. Now number 9 is going to the short side of the field as a split end, and they're in there. That's the only deviation from their formation. They're giving it to number 17 again on the little motion toss going to the left, and it's getting tough sledding in there.
It's going to bring up a 4th and I believe 20. While these guys are all setting up, Met's Culinary Management proudly serves the Bishop McCort family, whether providing daily fare in the cafeteria or offering catering for the school events. Met's strives to offer a variety of healthy choices in a safe environment. Met's Culinary Management wishes the Crushers of McCort Carroll football the best of luck during this season. Let's go, Crushers.
There's the punt. It's a wobbly low-ender end kick. Number 8 and number 1 deep for us, Ferguson. Ferguson, he's going left. He reverses the field. He's at the 40. He's at the 45, and it looked like he was going to get tackled on our 30-yard line, and he reverse filled and took it all the way back to the 48.
Ralph, there is a flag on the play on the 42-yard line.
Yep, right there where the official's standing. I see that. So you got to wonder what that is. Is that going to be a hold against us?
He threw it right after the kick, so
Yep.
I'm not sure what that was.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what that is. Well, we'll have to wait and see.
I guess we're going to find out.
Jeannie, help me out if you see number 5 on the field anywhere for Westmont. I haven't seen him. Ray, he's a senior. He's their leading rusher.
He's right there, Ralph. He's in the backfield, the farthest player back.
Yeah, I haven't seen him run the football, and he's their leading rusher, so I'm not sure.
They've been handing off to number 17, Hunt, most of the time.
Yes, absolutely. And he's the second leading rusher for, okay, let's get this call, Jeannie. So it's going to be, goodness gracious. Okay, so it's 1st and 10 for the Crushers, and we have the ball on their 48-yard line. It was I believe Westmont was offsides. Their gunner on this side was offside, so they tacked it on to the end of the run, Jeannie.
And it is a Crusher first down, sponsored by Jeff Niter with Remax Power Associates.
The Crushers now going left to right on your stream dial, and they were facing, they're going toward the quarterback, which helps the coaches and all the offensive unit because they're all looking to get the play and look at their wristbands. And there's the direct snap to Faribault. He's at the 45, the 40, and Faribault is run out of bounds on the Hilltopper 32-yard line, 1st and 10. Let's go. All the Crusher fans, Crusher Nation, McCort, Carroll, Crusher Nation. Right now, lots of positive energy to Price Field. And, Jeannie, I'll tell you what, the fans, it's not a packed house, but more fans have showed up since the rain has stopped, and it's a pretty decent crowd on both sides of the bleachers, on McCort and Westmont side.
It's another Crusher first down, sponsored by Jeff Niter with Remax Power Associates.
Faribault!
Go!
Faribault fakes the handoff on the jet sweep. Westmont jumps on the jet sweep. He finds a hole on the backside, gets a nice block by Luke Stevens, and he goes 33 yards for the touchdown. And suddenly the Crushers are up 6-0, and on the field with the extra point. Our holder is Hildebrand. Excuse me, our Our long snapper is Hildebrand, number 63.
Our holder is 28.
Our holder is number 28, Brock Kulczyk, and the kicker is, of course, Connor. And he kicks it through. And on the season, Connor was 8 for 8 on extra points, and now he's 9 for 9 and stays perfect. So with 8:06 on the game clock, it's your McCort Carroll Crushers 7, your Hilltoppers 0.
And it's another exciting season of high school football, and the McCort Carroll Crushers are ready to roll. McEnany Brothers is proud to support the Crushers and their long-standing sports tradition. Show everyone that pride, loyalty, and tradition is the Crusher way. Good luck to the players, coaches, and all of McCort Carroll football from McEnany Brothers. Go Crushers!
So now the Crushers are going to kick off, and our good buddy Connor will be kicking off. And if he does kick away, he kicks it deep. He's getting height on those kicks. He's kicking it inside the 10-yard line. And deep for Westmont is number 17, Bashir Hunt, who has been getting a lot of the workload tonight. And I also believe that deep for them is Noah Brownlee, their leading receiver. So they've got two of their top skill players back there. Connor, go ahead.
He's been a consistent kicker.
He's been very consistent. So Connor's going to set it up on the 40-yard line on the right hash. That's the hash closest to the Westmont sidelines, kicking it left to right. We'll kick off teams out there. The officials pulling it all together. And fast-moving first half with 8:06 on the game clock prior to this kick. See what he's going to do with this one. Connor's going to kick this one away. It's a low wobbler. It bounces. It bounces inside the 10. It's picked up by number 9 right there for Westmont, Noah Brownlee. And on the spot, number 5, Nicholas Dressick. Comes up with a big play on the kickoff team, and I also believe that number 24, Josh Spontak, was in on that as well.
Yep.
So now the Hilltoppers kind of backed up on their own end of the field. They got a 1st and 10 on their 18-yard line. The ball is on the left hash, which is the hash that's, for them, going right to left is closest to their sidelines. And Crushers, they're crowding the line of scrimmage with 7 guys, 2 linebackers, and 2 safeties. They run that little toss going to their left, and it looked like there was an opening, but the Crushers, there you have number 74, number 75 for the Crushers, Zazadny and Fetzko on the play. Fetzko getting a little bit more playing time because of some injuries in the lineup. We will not announce players who've been injured. First off, we're not medical professionals, and second off, that wouldn't be fair to players who have been injured. We just know they're not there, and we wish them well, and we hope that they heal up.
We'd love to see them back soon.
So now it's going to be 2nd down and 8 on the 20-yard line, and like I said, the Crushers crowding that line of scrimmage. And number 60 from his linebacker position for the Crushers, Brody Lansendorfer, coming from his inside right linebacker position, steps up, and he kept that from being a long gain. I believe the ball carrier on that was number 17, Bashir Hunt. So right now, I don't want to start throwing any counting my chickens before they hatch. But right now, the offensive and defensive lines for the Crushers are competing, and that's what we need. And that's why it's 7-0 at this moment. The Crushers on top with the clay clock at 6:36, 6:35, and running. There it is, right up the guts. And number 55, Rodriguez, is having none of that and holds them to about a yard gain. And that's going to bring up 4th. Well, they're going to. I don't know. I don't know, man. These officials have better eyes than I do. I think that's one that they should have measured. To be honest with you, Jeannie. I mean that was pretty close. It's you just can't hand them a 1st down. They need to earn it, and that's why the sticks are over there. Don't be afraid to use them. Bring them out. Make sure it is a 1st down.
They're not there for aesthetic purposes, Ralph.
Exactly. 1st and 10. The ball on the Hilltopper 29-yard line. Now they got the split left, and they're going to give it to number 84, Cody McMillan Jr., 6'2", 170-pound running back. And Cody Miller, yeah, I don't see him on any of my rushing stats here, so young guy may be getting a chance to play because of injuries on Westmont's side of the ball as well. So it is now 2nd down and 5 on the Westmont 34-yard line in the middle of the field. And then they're in motion going right to left, and the Crushers are having none of it. They may have actually thrown Westmont for a bit of a loss here, or no gain. Yeah, they're going to move the sticks back about a half a yard. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. And the ball on the 33-yard line. The play clock is at 22, 21, 20. The game clock at 4:53. And they've got their split end left and the tight four. Everything else is tight except they got the split end to the left. And we've got him double covered. And here comes a double reverse pass. And number 8 heaves it up there. And great defense.
That was awesome.
That was
number 1.
Shaquille Ferguson. They had a double reverse pass when they go in motion left to right and they run that power off tackle. This time, instead of running up into the funnel, he pitched it back, halfback pass, sniffed it out, 4th down and 6 on Westmont, and they're going to choose to punt the football. And you've got Ferguson and I believe Dalia Deep for
No,
Bentley Bainey. Excuse me, number 8, Bentley Bainey is deep. Right-footed punter. Nice punt. End over end. Ferguson's going to field it. He's at the 35. He's at the 40. He's changing all kind of field position. He's at the 40, the 45, the 50. He gets it down to the Westmont 44-yard line, and Shaquille is shaking and baking, baby. Okay.
That was a nice run.
He
nice
must have been
return.
at the. He must have been at the. He must have been doing some dance moves in the living room, getting himself ready for this one.
Getting ready for it.
Picking up some great blocks as well. Guys picking them up, all clean blocks and giving him some room to run. But Ferguson showing some shake and bake here this evening.
Let's talk about Bread Insurance. Bread Insurance takes this moment to salute a winning team on and off the field. The McCort Carroll Crushers, from opening kickoff to the final call, Bread Insurance knows they will give it their all. Remember, for personal, commercial, life, and motorcycle insurance, trust Bread Insurance. Bread Insurance, proud to be a sponsor of Bishop McCort.
Wow, now we're having another discussion.
Uh-oh.
And what are we talking about now? I'm wondering if it might be.
I didn't see any flags.
I didn't see any flags. I'm wondering if it might be the clock. I don't know.
It looks like.
Now they're moving us back.
What?
They've been moving us back a lot here in the first half, Jeannie. I'm not a fan of that.
What's going on?
It might be a personal foul.
It's an unsportsmanlike. We got to stay away from those.
Those personal foul penalties, they're unnecessary. You don't got to do that. Just keep playing football. That just hurt us. We lost 15 yards in that because somebody had to be a wise guy, okay? 1st and 10, the ball on our own 40-yard line on the right hash, the hash closest to the Westmont sidelines. We've emptied the set, and Faraball's thrown a little hitch, a little slant to number 4, D'Elia. I do believe he brought it in. Nice catch. He had to get down on the turf and get that thing, and not a bad pickup on first down. Coach Hornick will take that, and one of the big things for Coach Hornick is, compete in the offensive line. Don't get behind the sticks, move the football, and score points. And so far, they're doing a pretty decent job with that. Now we got another flag. We were running Ferguson from the slot in motion right to left. We're running a jet sweep to the left side of the left perimeter of the formation. Now we got another flag, and I'm not sure what this one's going to be. Came in pretty quickly, though.
Yep.
Again, we're having a big discussion. Illegal shift. Somebody was in motion. When Ferguson goes in motion, no one else on the offense can move. You had 2 people in motion at the same time, 5-yard penalty, and we've lost 20 yards on this drive. That's not good. That's not healthy.
No.
So now we got a 2nd down and 6, and the ball is on the McCort 44-yard line.
3 minutes and 52 seconds left in this half.
Went fast. When both teams are running the football like these guys are, the clock moves fast. Now they're going to walk it off, okay? I don't want to be critical of officials. It's a tough job. We've talked about that all the time. But don't make it look like you don't know what you're doing, okay? Fake it if you have to. Make it look like you know what's going on out there. It's 2nd and 11. The ball is on the Crushers' 39-yard line. Faraball back to pass. He's going deep down the sidelines, and well covered out there for Westmont. Tough to see their numbers a little bit, especially on the far side with that kind of smoky fog coming in. D'Elia, he was trying to get it to D'Elia, and the corner on that side had him completely covered. D'Elia had a chance to get his hands on it, but couldn't pull that thing in. 3rd down and 10.5. The ball on the 39-yard line, 3:40 on the game clock, and the play clock is 11, 10, 9. I want to keep an eye on that. You don't want to get any more penalties here.
Come on, guys, get
2, 1. They're going to call timeout. or they would have got delay a game.
Absolutely. McElwain School Bus Lines and McElwain Charters and Tours is a proud supporter of Bishop McCort and McCort Carroll Catholic football. McElwain has been providing the region with safe and reliable transportation for over 75 years. The McElwain family wishes the McCort Carroll football team all the best for a successful season. Let's go, Crushers. Hey parents, is your student ready for their own checking account? Ameriserve offers the perfect solution. Student Life Checking at Ameriserve is custom made for first-time account holders. Teach your kids financial responsibility with Ameriserve's easy-to-use checking account. The Student Life Checking account has all great features like free mobile and online banking and a Visa check card. Visit your local Ameriserve branch to get started today. Ameriserve Bank, member FDIC.
So we got 3rd and 11. The Crushers on their own 39-yard line on the left hash. They got a bunch, 3 receivers bunched right close to the right tackle. Faribault in the shotgun. Now number 12 goes in motion. And now they got a little shuffle pass to Beppler, who was just sitting in the backfield and made his way down the line of scrimmage. I like the call. I like the call, and had a chance to maybe get that first down. But now the Crushers, the smart thing to do here is to punt the football. Your defense is playing pretty solid football. It's 4th and 5 on the Crushers' 45-yard line. And the personal foul and the motion penalty, that did not happen. Personal foul should not happen.
Couldn't agree with you more.
So Repco in punt formation. Long snapper is Stevens. Nice snap. Repco running right. He's got a little rugby kick, and he kicks it end over end. He gets a good bounce, and, oh boy, number 9, Noah Brownlee got it on the bounce, and the first guys down there, that was number 6, Brady Page. Brady Page has been showing up on special teams for the last 3 weeks, and now we got another penalty against the Crushers. Amen. So Pat's going to have to decide whether he wants him to repunt. Coach Barron wants him to repunt, or he wants to take the ball down inside the 15-yard line, and I don't think he wants to do that. I think he's going to ask him to repunt the football. They may reset the clock. It's holding against the McCort Carroll Crushers, so that's 35 yards worth of penalties in this whole sequence in the last 3 minutes. There's 2 teams out there. I coached football for many, many years. If you can find them on one team, you can find them on another team. You can bet your life on that. Don't be just looking for one team. Don't become part of the outcome. Help the game move along. That's your job. 4th and 15.
While they're setting up, let me mention a few more of our sponsors. Beauty Lawn, Joey Dell's 2001 Catering, Merhill Federal Credit Union, Modern Art and Plate Glass, Westwood Floral and Gifts, Footsteps Psychological Services, David J. Weaver, Esquire.
So we're going to punt this thing again. Repco is going to punt the football. Deep for Westmont, you've got number 9, Noah Brownlee. And I'll try to get the other number for you over there. Now they switch sides. Noah is on the other side now. Now what happened? Our coaches are not happy. They are not happy campers at all. They had to take their 3rd time out of the half, so now they got nothing if they get the ball back. They were trying to avoid another delay game. Man, we've been out of kilter here for the last 5 minutes of this second quarter. That's not good stuff. Come on, fellas. Let's gather ourselves. And I don't want to be critical of coaches, but coaches are part of that process, okay? They got to keep them in the swing of things, so to say. Don't let them get out of the sequence of the things that you want to do. Except for the last 5 minutes, we've really controlled this football game.
Yeah. And you just can't let it go, not even for a minute.
So now it's 4th and 15 again on our 35-yard line from the left hash. Repco is deep. Repco's the punter. And deep for the Hilltoppers is number 17, Bashir Hunt, and number 9, Noah Brownlee. And Noah Brownlee is one of the top receivers, as I said, for the Hilltoppers. There's the snap. Lipko punts it off the side of his foot, a wobbler, and it's going to go out of bounds on the Westmont 40-yard line. And number 17, he was thinking, if I could get that on the bounce, he had a lot of sidelines there. If he could have, so we got a little bit lucky on that one. Where our gunner's at, he should be right on that football. I don't know if he got blocked or got caught up in traffic. I just don't know that. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for Westmont on their own 40-yard line. And they're sitting on all their timeouts with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first half. And this is something that Coach Smith and I have talked about, and Coach Hornick and other members of the staff. Play well in the last 2 or 3 minutes of the half. Don't give them anything. Don't give them momentum going into halftime. They're bunched up now. They're in that tight set, and they're tossing it going right to left.
I'll tell you, that defensive line is doing a heck of a job.
Number 60 for the Crushers. That's Brody Lansendorfer. 55 and 32 are in there. 55 is Rodriguez, and 52 is Mike Bruce. So now there's no gain. It's going to be 2nd down, and there's no urgency here. I'm shocked with 3 timeouts. There is absolutely no urgency for Westmont. Play action pass. Don't get beat deep, fellas. And they're right up the guts and fighting for fought for a good 5-6 yards. You got to give the Westmont running back a lot of credit. We'll try to get that number when they come out of there. I believe that is number 3, Gavin Kasich. .56, 55, 54 seconds. They pick up the first down, running the little toss, going from right to left, the motion guy going from right to left. .48 seconds left in the half. The Hilltoppers have 3 timeouts. Now I believe the Hilltoppers are going to take a timeout. Yeah, I missed the number on the last run. That was number 5, David Ray in the fullback position. And David Ray is actually the leading rusher for the Hilltoppers with 51 carries, 210 yards, 4.1 yard average. His longest run is 53 yards, and he has 5 TDs.
Ralph, I just texted Ian. I think we're having a little technical difficulties. I'm getting some texts that some people are having a hard time hearing what we're saying.
Well, we're hoping that we can get Ian up here and see if he can't do his magic so that our fans can hear what we are saying. And we do appreciate them letting us know what's happening, because we want to do the very best we can with the broadcast. So now the Hilltoppers are in 1st and 10, 49 seconds on the game clock. It'll start when the ball is snapped due to the timeout. Hilltoppers now have 2 timeouts, 7-0. Your McCort Carroll Crushers in the lead. And the last thing we want to do, we want to go to the locker room winning 7-0. That's what we want to do here. So let's make that happen, fellas. Oh, they just gave it right up the guts, and that's not happening at all. You got number 60 again for the Crushers. That's Brody Lansendorfer, and I'll tell you what, he's having himself a nice football game as well. So now the clock's running, 27, 26, 25. So get ready, secondary. They may heave it. I'm just shocked at the lack of urgency with Westmont here. They had 3 timeouts. Now they got a slot right. They're rolling right. They ran a little wheel route, and number 75 for the Crushers. He comes, Eliza Zadney comes in and makes a big sack, and he throws the quarterback for Westmont for a big loss. And the half is going to run out, I believe. Great way. You know, Jeannie, we're just talking about finishing finishing the half strong. What a way. You're up 7-0. You finish it strong. You got the momentum going in the locker room. And Westmont's going to have to regroup, and the Crushers got to keep the magic happening, okay?
Yeah, and I know Ian's trying to fix our audio. I know that there's some reverberation that everybody's getting. I'm not sure what's going on there, but he's trying to fix it. So hang tight and let's see what we can do. Now I can't hear.
Well, we're going to bring our halftime guests on here. Jeannie, you got anything else that you want to share with our listeners before we bring our halftime guests on here?
Well, sure. I want to talk about a couple more of our sponsors. We have Capri Restaurant in Westmont, Family Dentistry Associates, Dr. Garver, Flair of Country Catering, Laurel Asphalt, Memorial Highway Chevrolet, Michler Auction Services, Pro Disposal, Ream and Auto Sales and Service, Slovenian Savings and Loan Association, Stadium Pub and Grill, the Boulevard Grill, the Katniss Group, Westmont Rexall Drugstore, and Ziggy Sports.
Well, Jeannie, with that being said, we're going to bring Heather and Emma onto the show, and we're going to be talking about the student training program. And
yep, we're going to talk to these lovely ladies and find out what's going on with the program. Is everybody on?
Yeah, I'm taking a selfie real quick.
Oh, so you got to get your selfie in there. Heather, Emma, welcome so much to our halftime show. Heather, the Student Trainers Program started a number of years ago. Can you tell us a little bit about it and how it was started?
Okay, well, I'm going to be honest with you. This is my first year heading up the Student Trainers. It was initiated by Marianne McGowan quite a few years ago. My daughter started in it 7 years ago, and then Emma came in with Lily. So I took over this year, and honestly, I'm just overseeing it. And these girls are great. Emma is super awesome, and she knows what to do, and she kind of does it all, and I just watch over them.
Now, Heather, you say you've only done this for 1 year.
Not even 1 year, a
listen,
couple months.
I've been around. You have your hands in almost everything that happens at Bishop McCort for sure. But I've seen you on the sidelines, especially when Lily, your daughter Lily, was a part of it. So you're well acquainted with how this works. And like, people don't understand what these girls do, and they do a lot. So do they go, what sort of training do the students go through, and what's their role?
I can't take any credit. Emma was trained under Marianne, our former athletic trainer, as was my daughter Lily, who has since graduated. But Emma and Lily both learned so much from Marianne, so Emma has kind of taken over that role, and she's training the newer trainers who are only in 10th grade, and she's training them. They're the water girls, essentially, but the boys will go to them for anything they need. They will wrap their pets. Emma told me today she's taught the younger girls how to wrap wrists, and so Emma has kind of taken the lead in all of that. And Emma makes sure that all of our supplies are stocked, and she is training the younger girls how to do that because Emma is a senior and she will be moving on. So I'm just kind of overseeing it, and Emma has taken the lead with that.
That's awesome. That is awesome. But I do think it's important to say, too, that while you guys absolutely have an important role in the sidelines, we also do have a professional trainer.
Yes. We absolutely have a professional trainer. Emma just told me a couple of minutes ago that one of the players came up to her and needed something wrapped. She's like, you have to go to the sports trainer for that. So, I mean, they do know to go to the girls for a lot.
Sure.
You know, and so they will refer the players to the athletic trainer when needed. But they try to help assist with the athletic trainer with the things that they know how to do.
Emma, how long? So you started doing this when you were a freshman?
Yeah, it's about 4 years now.
And tell me a little bit about what your role is, like how before the game, during the game.
Yeah, so before the game, we'll meet probably about an hour before they'll leave. So then we make the water, we'll get an ice chest ready, put some bags in there and an ice scooper. We'll make our Gatorade, and then if we're going away, we'll start to stock the away bins. And then we'll have the players come into the room and we'll tape them. I'll tape their wrists. Our actual trainer will do their ankles or spat or anything else that you need a professional to do. And then during the game, we really just give them water. And like my aunt said, if they need anything, they just come to us and we'll go grab it. So if they're bleeding, we'll tape their cuts, or if they need a towel or any medicine, anything they really need, we're just there to help them.
And I know that you are a senior. You are
Yes,
going to be graduating,
Mhm.
which is going to be very sad for this program because I
Yeah.
think you've been an incredible leader.
Oh,
And
thank
you know what? And Lily was a really good leader too. So she
Yes.
really
Mhm.
let put you in a
Yes,
great position to take
absolutely.
over. So you're training the younger girls, which is
Yes.
amazing.
Mhm.
As far as this program goes, how is this preparing you for college or what else you might want to do?
So for college, yeah, this is definitely what I want to do. So it really prepares me because I get familiar with all the things that like I'm gonna need to know, like how to tape or like what exercises they need to do. And recently this year they started a sports medicine program, so I'm able to do that. One day a week, a teacher will come in on Wednesdays, and we'll basically go through things that you'll need to know, like on the field, like the rules of what we're allowed to do and what we're not allowed to do. And so this has really just prepared me for like a really great future.
Let's talk a little bit more about the sports medicine program. And you say the teachers come in. Who's your instructor for this? And what, do you get credits or how does that work?
So this is through Votech.
Okay.
So she's employed by them, and she'll come to us once a week, and then once a month we'll go there to learn stuff. So we do a lot of like on hands things. So this past week we learned about like chirotherapy and stuff that you do whenever a player, like if they're swollen or they have something that's inflamed, like you want to do that with like an ice treatment. So everything that she teaches us is really just gonna like prepare us to what we're gonna need to know whenever we actually need to do it.
So it's very possible we could see you on the sidelines.
Oh, yes,
in 4 to
absolutely.
6 years. We're in the crusher gear.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think Emma's getting credits for doing this program.
Yes.
It's through McCort has partnered with the Greater Johnstown Career and Technology Center that Emma is learning sports medicine as well as getting credits for it.
Oh,
At
that's
no
an
cost to her.
awesome- That's an awesome program.
It is.
So it's really nice when you can actually go in and learn stuff while you're doing it. While you're
Exactly.
doing it. That's amazing. I know I see you guys at the football games. Do you take part in any of the other sporting events at the school?
I just do football.
Okay.
Yeah. But she is also a volleyball player.
Yes,
I know. I've seen you on the volleyball
She's a
court.
volleyball player.
Yes, good.
But we
good.
are only in charge essentially for football, and that includes junior high football, junior varsity football, and varsity football.
And that's enough to keep you really busy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
for sure. That's awesome. If you were a student and you're interested in becoming a part of this program, how do you go about it?
I would talk to probably my aunt and ask her about
Well, students, Mr. DeMarco does advertise it during our club sign-up day for student trainers. Fortunately, I work in the school and I know the students, so I was able to handpick a couple really good underclassmen that Emma could train and prepare for when she graduates, and that way I have some underclassmen that'll be with me for a few years that can then train other underclassmen.
And do you limit the number as far as how many could be involved?
I think Emma and I think we have a good number. So I have Emma and then 3 other girls. We
Okay.
have a couple other girls that are interested, but we think four is a good number.
It's a good number.
Yeah, 4 is a good number.
You don't want to get too many because then it
Yeah,
becomes
so we think 4 is a good number. And like I said, Emma has completely. She definitely has taken it does a great job, and I just am over. I'm learning from Emma. I'm learning from
she's
Emma.
getting you all prepared for when she goes off to college.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Wow, that's good. That's good. Well, I think that bands are getting ready to go out, and I know you guys are real busy, so I don't want to keep you up here too long. But I want to tell you just how much I enjoy having you guys up here in the booth. I am absolutely in awe of the program. I think it's wonderful. I'm so glad you were able to tell us a little bit more about the sports medicine program, and that's something that any of our students can take advantage of.
Yeah, I don't know that many people are aware. What Emma's in is the first year that Bishop McCort has partnered with the Greater Johnstown Votech. So this is all new, and we do have students that are not student trainers on our sidelines, but we have students that are juniors and seniors that are in the program that are getting credit for it and learning about sports medicine.
And what a great transition if it was a student that is going into OT, occupational therapy, physical therapy, and even like a PA, physician's
absolutely.
assistant, because then it gives them a little bit more background when you're going into to it. That's awesome.
Yeah, but Emma being in this program since she was a freshman, she probably never thought she would ever want to go into athletic training, and this has definitely made her decision that she want to go into athletic training.
And that is awesome because I know that there's a need for it.
Yes.
There's a big need for it.
So it's definitely something we want to go forward with. Well, guys, thank you so much
Thanks
for
for
joining
having
us. I know
us.
you have to get back down in the field. Thanks, Heather Newcomer, Emma Newcomer, our student trainer group. Thank you.
How lucky can we get, Jeannie?
I know.
Two newcomers in the press
right?
box at the same time.
You gotta
Thank
love
you
it.
very much.
Thanks,
God bless.
ladies.
Now, I'm getting some information that there's some static. We're coming in and out. We're doing the very best we can. Ian's working on that. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't even hazard to take a guess why that's happening. But we're going to just keep doing the stream and making it happen, and hopefully it's going to clear up a little bit. I can tell you that it's a little misty out, a little bit of fog. I don't know if the weather's having any effect on it. But we're going to hang in there, and we're going to do the best we can
Hopefully nobody tunes us out.
to make it happen.
We're way too important for people to tune us out, Ralph. That was a great halftime show. What a great program that is.
It's a fantastic
And
program.
those ladies work really hard on the sidelines. So.
And, I want to give a little kudos to Miss Y. The McCort band just left the field. They had a great performance, and Westmont Hilltop's on the field now, and I know they're a very well-run band as well, and kudos to them. And, of course, I see the Westmont cheerleaders. They are out here. They had their light sticks, and the Crusher cheerleaders doing their thing, and we appreciate the great support the cheerleaders give to teams by getting the crowds together, and we thank Dr. Walker for his help as well with the cheerleaders and doing a great job with that program, Jeannie. And I know you're involved in that too, Jeannie.
I try, Ralph. I try. Listen. I don't have the big role that Dr. Walker has, but they work very, very hard. They're good kids. They're dedicated to their sport, and so we're hoping for a really good season. We actually kick off our season at the end of October. I think our first competition is November 4th, and so we're real excited to see what we can bring to the table this year.
Well, Jeannie, we're at that point. The Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference voted that all halftimes will be 20 minutes.
Yep.
All football halftimes will be 20 minutes because so many schools are doing what McCort does. They're going to theme nights, and we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. But 7:45 before the teams come back out on the field to do their thing. But, Jeannie, we always talk about, what are the coaches talking about? From our perspective in the press box, Westmont goes into their school, and the Crushers, I'm not sure where they disappeared to. I don't know if they're behind the bleachers or whatever. But what do you think, Jeannie? What do you think Coach Smith and his coaching staff are telling the Crushers right now at halftime?
You have to be more disciplined. You have to be more disciplined. You can't have just crazy penalties. That second quarter was ridiculous with the number of times we had to move back for penalties that we should never have had. So that's what I would say. We have to be a much more disciplined team coming into the second half.
And we're in a unique situation here in the second half. There haven't been any half times. Now, last week we were up at the half, but prior to that, we weren't winning a whole lot of games at the half. So there's some momentum, there's some positive energy in that locker room right now. And like you said, the thing that just irks me, and sometimes I just want to scream at them, like, why would you get a personal foul? 9 out of 10 personal fouls you can avoid. It's either guys running their mouths or hitting somebody improperly, okay? Eliminate the penalties because it could very well be 14-0 right now after Shaquille Ferguson made that great job with the punt return. We had it on Westmont's 42-yard line, and suddenly we're back on our 35-yard line. So you're absolutely, I completely agree with you. Jeannie, go ahead, fire away, girl.
I'm going to give you some scores from around the region. This is for first quarter. They haven't updated lately in score stream, but Richland is at 14, Greater Johnstown 0. At the half, it's Bedford 7, Somerset 0. At the half, it's Penn Cambria 7, Chestnut Ridge 0. Also at the half, Central Martinsburg 28, Penns Valley area 0. And of course, our McCort Carroll Crushers are 7, Westmont Hilltoppers at 0. Forest Hills 21, Central Cambria 0 at the half. And Bishop Kilfoyle 13, Bellwood Annis 6 at the half.
Well, Jeannie, let's go to Coach Barron's locker room. What do you think he's telling his guys?
He's probably telling his guys, you've got to push further. You've got to just give it a little bit more gas to get through those lines. The Crusher defense is stopping them pretty consistently. They've gotten it through a couple times, but those boys have been doing a good job. So they need to find a way to make it happen.
Well, I got to give Coach Smith a lot of credit because he adjusted his defense. He's bringing pressure from the weak side when the motion goes, from right to left or left to right. That backside outside linebacker is coming like a bat out of Hades, okay? And they're crowding the line of scrimmage, and they're actually daring Westmont to throw the football. And when Westmont has thrown the football, we put pressure on them. So I have to think that Coach Barron is saying, look, we got to play better up front in the offensive line. That's not who we are. We usually move good football teams off the ball and go on drives and score points. So that's going to be interesting. But keep in mind, Jeannie, to start the second half, the Crushers will get the football. So we'll see if that coaching axiom holds true where Westmont will choose to kick off with the scoreboard at their back so that they have it with them, in the fourth quarter. Their quarterback and their coaches will have it right in their vision. So we'll see how that shakes out. But, man, if the Crushers can get the football, get some decent field position and put points on the board, that's going to put a lot of pressure on Westmont as well. Any other thoughts? Anybody we need to talk about here, Jeannie?
We always have people to talk about. I also want to mention Laurel Asphalt, Memorial Highway Chevrolet, Mishler Auction Services, Pro Disposal. And also, it's another exciting year of Crusher football, and the Laurel Auto Group is once again cheering from the sidelines. Each year, Laurel is proud to support the Crushers and wish all the players the best of luck for a successful season. Pride, loyalty, and tradition ring true both on and off the field. The Laurel Auto Group with 7 locations and 10 brands ready to serve all Crusher fans. Bishop McCort Catholic High School and the Laurel Auto Group is the winning combination.
Well, Jeannie, you think, Westmont comes in 2-4, the Crushers come in 1-5, and you think, well, there's not much to play for. But we're going to go over these District 6 football standings, okay? Mm-hmm. And in 1A, the Crushers right now are sitting in 11th place. And if we can get a couple of wins down the stretch, they take 8 teams in single A, and we're not all that far behind Portage, Homer Center, West Branch, and Penns Manor. And a win or two is going to climb that one ladder. So the Crushers still have something to play for, the playoffs. And when you look at the Hilltoppers in AA, they're in a very similar situation. The Hilltoppers are sitting in 10th place in AA, and, a win or two could get them in the tournament as well. And speaking of that, and speaking of standings, we want to give a shout-out to Coach Ancherik and our girls' tennis team. The first time that they've been over 500. They bumped off Westmont midway through the season for the first time since 2011. It's the first time they've been over 500 for quite some time. We thank Coach Ancherik and his staff for all their hard work. We also had a doubles team that made it to the semifinals in District 6, so good stuff happening there. Jeannie, I'm on a roll, okay?
Oh, yes, you
Go
are.
get them, right? So
get 'em.
our volleyball team, Jeannie, now keep in mind, in the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference, we're probably one of the smallest, we are one of the smallest schools by enrollment. And when I tell you that our volleyball team is 3-9, but they are in 11th place in District 6 in 1A. And truthfully, most of the teams they play are AA, AAA, Quad A schools in the LHAC. And in volleyball, they take 12 teams. So if it ended today, they would be in the tournament. So good stuff. The volleyball team still has a lot of stuff to play for.
They sure do.
Now, just like Carroll, co-ops, and comes to McCort to play football, our soccer team, boys, they go to Bishop Carroll to play soccer, and Bishop Carroll's boys soccer team is sitting in 6th place, and so there's a chance for them to make the playoffs as well. The one thing I could not find, Jeannie, was the 6x6 girls soccer. I have no idea why I couldn't find it, but we'll try to update that next week. So some good stuff there, and like I said, there's still stuff to play for, Jeannie.
And I wish I could help you out with that, but I couldn't. I don't have anything on that either. But so let's talk just a second. You can feel the excitement in the air. It's time for Friday Night Lights and high school football. Dr. John Walker Family Dental Center at 307 State Street. Cheer on the McCort Carroll Catholic Crushers. Good luck to all the players and coaches from Dr. Walker and staff. Have a great season and enjoy each minute. Dr. Walker Family Dental Center, proud sponsor of Bishop McCort. Experience the art of dentistry.
Well, Jeannie, I do want to make mention, we do mention this every week, Michelle Rivetti and Father Crookston do a great job with our theology department and with our campus ministry. They've started a youth organization, Faith First, and so we want everybody to, anything you can do to help our theology department, campus ministry. You have thoughts, suggestions, we'd appreciate it. Just remember the 4 B's: belonging, becoming, believing, beyonding. Hey, Mrs. Rivetti, I don't know if you're listening, but we love you. God bless you, and hope is all well in your world.
And Ralph, I do want to mention that we did have a new homily Thursday. Father Timothy Harris from St. John Vianney in Mundy's Corner did the homily this week. It was excellent, of course. So if you have a chance to watch that, it's on our YouTube page, but always also we'll have posted on our Facebook page and social media pages.
And I'll be honest with you, when we talked about, and Coach Smith, Tom Smith, the principal, CEO, mentioned about Homily Thursday, I just wasn't sure, but I'll tell you what, it's gone a lot better than I thought, and the kids just love, I've sat in the discussions after they've watched the Homily Thursdays, and our students are really into it. And I think it's making them think about their faith a little bit. Next Thursday, it'll be Father Larry from St. Anthony's in Wimber, and a little shout out to Sherry Stelly, because when we go on location, she goes and tapes it for me, and we have a few laughs, and she does a great job, and we thank her for that. Sherry, hope you're listening. God bless, and I'll be letting you know the next time we're going to do some tapings.
And Ralph, we are getting ready. The teams are on the field. We're getting ready to start the 3rd quarter, which is sponsored by CJAWS, providing technology solutions for K through 12.
So both teams have had their halftime warm-ups, and they're going to congregate on their sidelines. Coach Santoro getting that special team together, and I don't want to jinx anybody. They've been playing pretty solid tonight, and I can tell you that one of Coach Santoro's mantras is, don't give up the ship. We're going to battle, we're going to play hard, and we're going to take our ship, and we're going to do good things with it. And Coach Santoro's been doing it a long time, and we appreciate all his efforts as well.
Best wishes to the McCort Carroll Crushers for a successful football season from HF Lens Company. From kickoff to the end, play representing the pride, loyalty, and tradition of past Crusher teams. HF Lens Company providing a full range of engineering services to the Johnstown region and beyond for over 76 years. Proud to be a sponsor of Bishop McCort and McCort Carroll Catholic football.
Well, Westmont will kick off going right to left. They're putting the ball in the middle of the field, and the old coaching adage, in the 4th quarter they'll have the scoreboard. Deep for the Crushers is Beppler and Ferguson. Beppler's averaging 23.8 yards per return, and Ferguson is averaging 25 yards per return. Kicking off for Westmont. Now they've got, I'm looking for that number. They have Sebastian Jones listed as their kickoff guy, but he's number 18, so let's see if we can catch that number. I can't see it. Anybody in the box that can see it, help us out.
21.
It's 21, so 21.
Micah Jones.
Wow, let me see if I don't, 21 is Micah Jones. So the Jones boys do some kicking and punting and doing a lot of good stuff for the Hilltoppers. The ball is kicked to our right sideline.
first down will be sponsored by Corey Pelagi Overdorf with Remax Power Associates.
Now the Crushers, it went out of bounds, and the Crushers are going to say, kick it to us again.
Okay.
So now it's going to be, they're going to kick off from the 35-yard line. Micah Jones, number 21, is kicking. He's also the PAT guy. He's 6 for 6 on the season. And then Sebastian Jones does some kicking off. So I don't know if they're related to each other, but the Jones boys doing some good stuff there at special teams.
Yep.
And that's going to move our front line to their 45-yard line. You still have Beppler and Ferguson deep.
They set up for the kick.
Right-footed kicker, line drive kick down the middle. It's a squibbler. Beppler picks it up, 20, 25, 30. And that'll be a discussion in the coaches' meeting. If you took the penalty, you get it on the 35. You ask them to kick it again, and now you get it just on about the 34. So.
6 or a half dozen, Ralph.
Well, I live by that old adage, once you have the football, keep the football. But in today's day and age, these young coaches and Coach Smith, he worked with Brandon Bailey for years, so they're both sometimes they just shoot from the hip and see where it all lands. Empty set. We're in the middle of the field. Faribault in the shotgun. Westmont crowding the line of scrimmage. 7 guys right on the line of scrimmage, and Faribault. He's scrambling across the 40. Faribault, the 50. Faribault, the 45. Faribault is thrown to the ground by number 73 for Westmont. Connor Ward. Connor having himself a ball game defensively for Westmont. And now that's a first down, a 1st and 10 on the Westmont 44-yard line, and the Crushers moving the football.
First down is sponsored by Corey Pelagi Overdorf with Remax
Now,
Power Associates.
Westmont brings another defensive back in, brings a defensive lineman out. Now they're showing no one. Now they move Beppler into the backfield, counteracting the fact that a defensive lineman came out and a defensive back came in. And snapped the Faribault, and he takes a hard hit by number 76 for Westmont, Gavin Kasich, and he picks up probably about 3. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7. The ball on Westmont's 41-yard line. This big drive, Deanie, we talk about these 4 minutes right here. Mm-hmm. This is a big drive right here for McCourt's offense and Westmont's defense. It can change the complexion of the game. Beppler in motion, fake the jet sweep, and Faribault keeps it, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And I'm going to believe, Jeannie, we're in 4-down territory. I can't imagine Coach Smith punting the football here if it gets to 4th down unless something dramatic happens and we lose some ground. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 on the Westmont 39-yard line. And keep in mind, you got 2 plays to pick up these 5. So I'm thinking that's how Coach Hornick is thinking as well, and he's called a great game tonight. Maybe the best the offensive line has played, and we jump off sides. Oh, my goodness gracious. Just when we're on a little roll. So it's going to be 3rd and 10 now, and that may change the complexion of things about punting the football. The ball is now on the Westmont 44-yard line, left hash. We're going left to right, and that left hash is closest to our sideline, so it's a little bit easier for Coach Hornick and Coach Smith to communicate to the team. We've got a little bit of confusion on where to line up, and now we've got trips right, 2 receivers to the short side, and let's pick up some yardage here, fellas. Faribault in the shotgun, back to pass. And, he sees an opening, and he's off and running. And Faribault picks up some yardage. And who keeps it from becoming a first down is number 82, Jacob Rhodes for Westmont. Hustling. He was chasing the quarterback. And when Faribault saw an opening and took off, he hustled back and kept that from being a first down. So now it's 4th and 4 on the 38-yard line on the left hash, and this is a big play for both teams right here now. Things could change if the Crushers can get this first down and keep this march alive. Beppler in motion. Fake to Jeff sweep. Faribault keeps it. Fariball's breaking tackles. We got, oh boy. Fariball's still on his feet.
There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, there's a flag. I'm not sure. I'm going to guess that we're in motion again. Beppler goes in motion. He's going from right to left, and the flag comes out, and somebody, either the slot or the split end, yeah, we're in illegal motion again. How many times is that going to happen, fellas? Come on, we're smarter than that. We're better than that. But I'll give Westmont a lot of credit. They made a stand, and that's something that they needed to do to keep themselves only down by 7. So Westmont's going to take over 1st and 10 on their 40-yard line. The ball on the their right hash, which that hash is closest to our sidelines. 8:47 on the game clock. And now the McCort defense got to stand strong because the Hilltoppers probably made some adjustments, and we'll see what wrinkles they put in to try to move the football, because the Crushers probably shut them down as well as any team has had in the course of Pat Barron's tenure, because he's known to run the football and run it and run it and run it. And here it is, a motion going right to left, and just a host of Crushers on that tackle. I mean, they are just attacking that line of scrimmage, and I'm not sure that Westmont even gained an inch on that one.
No, I think it was at least at the line of scrimmage.
Yep, it's they've got it spotted a 2nd and a long 9. That's going to be 2nd and 10. The ball on the 40, right outside the McCort, the Westmont 41-yard line. Don't get beat deep, secondary. Little toss to number 84 going right to left. Number 84 is Cody McMillan for Westmont. And Cody McMillan, he's carried the ball 91 times for 451 yards, and he has 3 touchdowns on the season. So now that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6. The ball on Westmont's 44-yard line.
They've got to hold this.
Now Westmont's got number 9 split. They got that little toss going right to left, and boom, rambling and bambling all over the place is number 80. Number 80 for Westmont, Barrett Gayor, big boy. And I'm not sure. The fans are not happy. I think they're thinking that there was a personal foul. One of our guys thought the quarterback had the ball and took him to the ground, and that's a tough call there. And I get where they're coming from, but at the same time, that's a good no call. Again, same play, and the Crushers dig in. Coming off that backside, number 3, Beppler, really hustling. Stevens in on the play. D'Elia in on the play. Rodriguez in on the play. So that's going to bring 2nd down and 8. The ball on the Crushers' 47-yard line. 6:23 on the game clock. They take a split end. Number 9, Noah Brownlee, is split to the right. Other than that, they're in their tight formation, which is their mantra. And they're going to give a handoff coming to the left, and that's number 84, and he's in the open. And number 84 rambling and zambling inside the 20-yard line. Number 84 for the Hilltoppers. That's Cody McMillan, and Cody McMillan coming alive here in the second half. And something I noticed, Jeannie, Westmont is always methodical coming out of the huddle. They seem to have a little more urgency. They're really hustling up to that line of scrimmage, and they're trying to catch the McCort Carroll Crushers maybe a little bit off guard. And now we've got somebody down, and we always want to, the trainers and the team doctors on both sidelines and the ambulance crews that come to the games. we thank you for being here and doing all the good stuff that you do, taking care of these young athletes, and we appreciate your efforts and your knowledge and your understanding of injuries, and those trainers will always err on the side of caution, which is the right thing to do because it is just a game, and we want people to be and stay as healthy as they possibly can. So now Westmont comes alive, and 5:59 left in the third quarter. 1st and 10. The ball is on the left hash, closest to the Westmont sidelines. And I believe the Crusher, who was down.
He's up. He walked off.
He walked off on it. That's always a good sign, Jeannie. Anything you got to get in here, Jeannie?
If I were to guess, it would be a cramp. Nico's Restaurant on Scalp Avenue in Richland would like to wish the best of luck to the McCort Carroll Crushers. From sushi to Italian to homestyle American, Nico's has a menu that is sure to satisfy any appetite. Looking for something quick to take home? Check out the takeout window. You'll never be disappointed. Nico's Restaurant owner is a class of 1986 alumni and proud to be a Bishop McCort sponsor.
Same play. Short motion right going left. Same by running the football. Lansendorfer for the Crushers is on the play. Stevens is there as well. Nick Pruce in on the play as well. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 7. The ball on the Crusher 17-yard line. And that Westmont offensive line kind of getting the push right now. The Crushers were having the better of it in the first half. And now they got to regroup and they got to dig in again. Going right to left, number 84. They cracked open a hole for him, and he's got it inside the 10-yard line. Ball's loose, ball's loose. Oh, the officials are saying he was down. They're saying he was down, and the fumble does not occur. First and 10. Actually, it's going to be 1st and goal for Westmont, right on the Crusher 9-yard line.
They've held them before. They can hold them again.
Well, got to play here. Got to make a stop. Defense got to stand tall here. Westmont in their tight formation, very tight. And again, that's a little toss going right to left. And very little round. They pick up a couple of yards there as well. So that's going to bring a 2nd down and goal to goal from about the
5-yard line?
I think, yeah, about the 5.5-yard line. They picked up a couple of yards. I didn't think they did. So now we got a 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. And the Crusher defense, they got to make a stand here. Got to make a stand, fellas. Come on. Westmont up over the ball. Ball snapped. Giving it going right to left. That's number 4 carrying the football for Westmont. I don't think I have a number 4 on the roster. Maybe I saw the number wrong.
It was Jaden Cade.
And our good buddy
Mr. Kashadi
Mr. Kashadi giving us saying, come on, Ralph, what are you doing? Open your eyes, brother. Thanks, Mr. Kashadi. We appreciate that. You're Johnny on the spot. 3rd and goal on the 5-yard line. The Crushers a big stand right now. With a jump pass in the flat. Number 84. Just a little, it's almost like a jump pass, and the wing just kind of flared out to his left, and that was number 84, Cody McMillan, catching the football, and that's the biggest concern. You can't go to sleep in that secondary because there they are, play action pass, and now it's 7-6. Kicking the extra point for Westmont will be number 21, Micah Jones, and he gets it. And he is now 7 for 7 on the season, Micah Jones for Westmont, and we got us a tie football game.
Give us a tie.
7-7, and now the Crushers are going to have to dig in and make some things happen.
Martella's Pharmacy has been your local hometown pharmacy for almost 60 years. Martella's Pharmacy has 6 convenient locations throughout the Cambria, Somerset, and Westmoreland County area. Martella's Pharmacy offers free delivery to your home or office. Visit martellaspharmacy.com to find your nearest location and to learn more about exclusively medication packaging, Medipack. That is as easy as tear, take, and go. Martella's Pharmacy, caring for you and about you since 1964.
Now, Mrs. Luna and our good friend Rick Phillips were kind of letting us know that it was a little staticky, and I think Ian worked out the bugs. In fact, Rick just sent me that it sounds good, and hope everybody's hearing it crystal clear, and start sending some positive energy to our crushers. And we appreciate Mary and Rick tuning in with us and keeping us on the ball and letting us know what's going on.
Getting ready to kick off. Let me give you some updated scores around the area. Third quarter, Penn Cambria 7, Chestnut Ridge 0. At the half, Richland 28, Greater Johnstown 0. At the half, Central Martinsburg 28, Penns Valley 0. And third quarter, Bedford 21, Somerset 0.
There's a short kick. It's fielded by number 17 for the Crushers. Number 17 is Luke Repko. Kind of bringing that thing back for about 5 yards, and the Crushers are going to take over on the their own 35-yard line. It's 1st and 10 on the right hash, and now the Crushers got to make a little bit of hay, just like the Hilltoppers just did.
They sure do, and it is a first down in the third quarter, sponsored by Corey Plaggy Overdorf and Remax Power Associates.
3 minutes left in the third quarter. We've got a tie ball game, 7-7. We've got a darn good ball game.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, even more people have shown up. The crowd is, I think the rain kept the crowd kind of away, but now that it quit, some people arrived late, and it's not the crowd that we would have had on a perfect evening, but it's a lot better than we thought it would be based on the fact that it was raining and it was damp. But some of the fans have showed up, and we do appreciate that very much. It is now 2nd and 10, the ball on the 35-yard line. The ball was given to Beppler for no gain. Number 67 for the Hilltoppers, Blake Weisinger, coming in to make that play. Faribault back to pass. He's looking deep. He's got Ferguson. Oh, just off of Ferguson's fingertips. He had him beat. It was a great call. And you know what? We don't want to criticize anybody, but Faribault's got to get a little bit more height under that ball, and so that those receivers can run underneath it. Ferguson was open by 2 yards.
Yeah.
So that's now going to bring up a 3rd and 10. The ball's still on the 35-yard line, and good call. I mean, you caught him napping, and just got to make the connection.
We set up again.
Now we got 3 receivers left and 2 to the right, and Faribault is in the gun. He's back to pass. He's looking to set up the screen. Now he's running for his life. There's a face mask. You got to call that. Now he does throw it away. Now there was a receiver. There were about 4 white jerseys there, so somebody had to be in the vicinity, some eligible receiver. But there was a face mask.
Yeah,
you could see his head get twisted, and you got to throw the flag. You got to see that. He was on the 20-yard line. There weren't a whole lot of people around him. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 10, and Ripko's going to go back to punt formation, and the momentum's shifting a little bit. All you Crusher fans, we need that positive energy right now, and a couple prayers won't hurt as well. So Ripko's in punt formation. Stevens is the long snapper. Excuse me. Yes, Stevens is the long snapper. Right-footed punter. Oh, he misses it a little bit. He kind of shanks it, but it's on the roll, and number 9 picks it up, and he's able to get to the corner, and he's dug out of bounds there by number 6 for the Crushers. That's Brady Page. Brady Page showing up on special teams. Wow, good stuff there. Number 9 for Noah Brownlee.
Dr. Matthew Redkowski and the team at Allegheny Orthodontic Associates, which the McCort Carroll Crushers the best of luck this season. At AOA, the goal is to provide the best possible orthodontic experience using the newest proven technologies. With 3 convenient locations, Allegheny Orthodontic Associates strive to create a fun, friendly atmosphere with a team that is committed to serving your needs.
1st and 10, the ball on the Westmont 38-yard line. Number 84 gets the handoff going right to left, and man, he cuts it up in there. I'll tell you what, he is deceiving. You know, it doesn't look like he's moving all that fast. That's McMillan. And then suddenly he finds a seam, and boom, he gets in there, and he's picking up some yardage here in the second half. They're running now. They're running just to the outside, right off of those tackle positions. They've adjusted their funnel a little bit because from tackle to tackle, they weren't getting anything at halftime. They made some adjustments. Somebody's got a timeout, I believe.
I think it might be Westmont, I believe. There was something on the field that they went out to pick up. So
Now, okay, no. They had to make a substitution because they had a player that had an injury situation. There is no time, not an injury situation, an equipment situation, and they made a substitution, and they got him off the field to get the equipment checked. So there is no penalty. It's 2nd and 5, the ball on Westmont's 43-yard line. We need a turnover here, Jeannie.
We sure do.
Westmont coming right to left again. And, oh, boy, they're having none of that. There's 5-6 Crushers led by Luke Stevens. Number 60, again, Brody Lansendorfer having himself a football game tonight. Number 4 was there, Jonathan DeLea. So some good stuff happening out on that football field. We've seen a lot of improvement in the Crushers through the course of this season, and they find themselves in a bit of a Donnybrook here, and this would be one, if you can pull this out, it really gets you over the hump. 3rd and 3 on Westmont's 45-yard line, and they're going right to left again. They give it to number 17, and he's going to be driven out of bounds. Depending on where the spot's at, this looks like a first down. It's pretty close. Yep, it's a first down. They're going to move the sticks. They're going to have the ball 1st and 10 on the left hash on their 49-yard line. 20 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Where does the time go when you're having fun, Jeannie?
I know, Ralph, I know. Good luck to Coach Smith and the McCort Carroll Crushers from your friends at Game Day Apparel. Stop in and see Game Day Apparel at their location on Eisenhower Boulevard for all your screen printing needs.
Well, this should be the one. Now they're going left to right. McMullen, and now the Crushers aren't having any of that.
And I think they may have lost a yard.
Yeah, I think they did. Stevens and number 74 for the Crushers in on the tackle. That's Rocco Fetzko. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Jeannie, can I take this next couple seconds, Jeannie? Is that okay?
Yeah.
For all of our fans, the PIAA now has something NIL, name, image, likeness. And we thank Mr. Bako and Mr. Cochin for making sure we have this information. NIL agreements must not be used as an incentive for enrollment decisions or membership on a team. No school, coach, booster club, collectives, administrator, or alumni may arrange or pay for a student's NIL deal. A student is not permitted to use a PIAA school, team name, nicknames, or logos in their NIL agreements. Students cannot promote anything endorsing adult entertainment products, alcohol products, casinos, or gambling operations, tobacco, or electronic smoking products, prescription pharmaceuticals, weapons, firearms, and ammunition. And we do have a few students who do have NIL agreements right now, and the bottom line is when you have an NIL agreement, the student athlete who agrees to an NIL deal must inform their school and the school's director of athletics of the agreement within 72 hours, and then the athletic director will take it from there and make sure all the bases are covered with the PIAA.
It's a rather new thing at PIAA.
Yep.
And
It's been in college for
a number of years, but for PIAA it's new and it is widely debated.
Well, and they kept it simple. I believe there's only like 2 or 3 sentences that explain it, and we went through them. It's not complicated.
No.
The bottom line is you can't promote your school.
Right. Right, just the product.
They're going deep. Wide receiver left. They caught him in one-on-one. And there's the number 8. Bentley Beatty. He's across the 40. Oh, my gosh. Bentley Beatty. My God. Whoa.
Bentley,
Thank
you
you.
got it.
Thank you for the prayers, Crusher fans. Now we need more. We need positive energy. Let's go in and get a score here.
And this is now we're in the fourth quarter, sponsored by Shore Construction. Call on Shore for all your construction needs.
Bentley Beatty leads the team in interceptions with 3. That's his 4th. And he's right there in the Tribune Democrat area. He's going to be about 5th or 6th now in
Ralph,
interceptions.
he's tall, and he's got those long arms. And, boy, when he goes up to get that ball, there's no doubts.
And the other thing is, he catches the ball.
He catches the ball.
Okay, Crusher's got to make hay. 11:49 left in the fourth quarter. Trips to the left. 2 receivers to the short side. Faribault in the shotgun. Ball snapped, and
Shaquille
Ferguson on the jet sweep going right to left. He picks up a couple of yards. 2 hands on that football because I know there have been a couple times this season where, but obviously he's getting coached up to take that football, man.
That scares me every time. One-handed carry.
Well, that is scary. Turnovers, they're not our friends unless
they're not fun, Ralph. They're
unless we create the turnovers, okay?
True story.
So now it's 2nd and 6 on the Westmont 33-yard line. Now, we want a touchdown, but remember, we've got a pretty darn good field goal kicker too.
Yes, we do.
So it's 2nd and 6 on the 33-yard line, left hash. Faribault in the gun, sidecar right. He throws an out. Oh! Gallucci was the intended receiver, Angelo Gallucci, who made an unbelievable touchdown cast last week against Johnstown in the right corner of the end zone at the Sargent Stadium at the point.
I think he turned just a second too late.
Well, and you know what, Jeannie? It's a combination of both. He's got to run a better route, but Faribault's got to get it out there. He threw it in behind on his back hip, and that's a tough one to come back and get whenever you're breaking into the route. 3rd and 6 on the 33-yard line. Come on, Crushers, let's go. We need a first down here. Giving the ball to Beppler on the jet sweep. He's trying to turn the corner. He cuts it up inside. The perimeter was sealed off by the Hilltoppers, and he cut it up inside, and he's got it down close to a first down, but I think it's going to be 4th down.
4th down and 2, I believe, Ralph.
Yep. 4th down and 2.
See, I'm getting better at this.
On the 29-yard line, and the Crushers are going to go for it here. I mean, this is 2-down territory. This is a big first down in this whole scheme of things. 10:28 left in the game in the fourth quarter. Faribault in the shotgun, trips to the right.
Come on, Crushers.
Now they're changing the play. They're all looking to the sidelines, and I believe the Crushers are going to take a timeout.
Yep. Met's Culinary Management proudly serves the Bishop McCort family, whether providing daily fare in the cafeteria or offering catering for school events. Met's strives to offer a variety of healthy choices in a safe environment. Met's Culinary Management wishes the Crushers of McCort Carroll football the best of luck during the season. Let's go, Crushers.
And Jeannie, the Crushers have a home game next week at the Sargent Stadium at the Point. And help me out here, because I don't want to get delirious. We have breast cancer awareness.
It is breast cancer awareness night, and it is also homecoming.
So we're going to actually hear from Mrs. Largent, the director of homecoming, before the game. And then we're going to talk to the Queen in the third quarter. And at halftime, we're going to have a guest from the Wimber Breast Care Center talking about breast cancer awareness. So we got a lot of full stuff going on next week. Okay, Crusher fans, we need the positive energy. We need the prayers. We need everything. Let's make this happen. We need this first down, 4th and 2 on the Westmont Hilltop 29-yard line. There's a snap to Faribault. Faribault gets outside. He's going to turn the corner. He's going to be close. Oh, my gosh, he's inside the 20. First down, Bishop McCort.
And we are in the Crusher Red Zone, sponsored by the 5th Local Eatery and Arrow House in Richland. Good food, great drinks.
Wow, that's a huge first down in the big scheme of things.
It sure is.
And the Crushers are kind of using Westmont's plan against them. They're moving the football, they're running the clock, and that's part of Westmont's mantra. You know, they want to move the sticks and run the clock and ground out the football. 1st and 10 on the 19-yard line. Trips to the short side, 2 receivers to the wide side, fair ball in motion, Beppler and jeez,
no,
Louise.
no.
Oh, my goodness gracious. The snap skitters across the ground, and we lose it all the way back to the 38-yard line. Goodness gracious. Come on, fellas. We got to execute, fellas. Well, it's going to be second and a long way. But let's make some plays. We can get after it. We'll put that behind us. 2nd and 10. Well, no.
Oh, they got a penalty.
Oh, wait a minute now.
The sideline warning against the
Well, it's not a penalty. It's a sideline warning. Now, the next time they'll get the penalty. They get the warning the first time. If this sideline official cannot move freely up and down the sidelines and you get in his way, you're going to get a warning, and next time you're going to get a penalty.
Okay.
So it is 2nd and 29 on the Westmont 37-yard line. Trips to the right, empty backfield, and now I have no idea. Now we're taking another timeout. Coach Hornick is not happy.
No.
Not happy at all. And he has a great game plan tonight. We've been executing it well for the first part. For the most part, he's made some great calls, but he's not happy. We've been discombobulated since the middle of the second quarter a little bit.
You can't squander these timeouts.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
You're watching the clock go, and you just can't take timeouts every time the clock goes down.
So
to
you're
5.
you're down to 1 timeout left for the Crushers and 3 for the Hilltoppers. It's 7-7, 9 minutes and 33 seconds, and it's second and a long way. 2nd and 29, the ball on the Hilltoppers' 37-yard line.
In a game this tight, you need to hold on to some of those timeouts.
Well, I hope we can save the one just in case.
Yes. Yep.
Now, we got a split end left. He's got one-on-one coverage down here. You got trips to the wide side. Westmont's adjusted to it. We'll see. We've got number 8 getting single coverage, Bentley and Bainey out here at the split end position. Now we're having another discussion. A lot of discussions lately, Jeannie.
Yeah. It's a meeting of the minds.
I'm not sure what they're discussing with
well,
him.
While they're discussing, I'm just going to tell you about it, that it's another exciting season of high school football, and the McCort Carroll Crushers are ready to roll. McEnany Brothers is proud to support the Crushers and their long-standing sports tradition. Show everyone that pride, loyal to tradition is the Crusher way. Good luck to the players, coaches, and all of McCort Carroll football from McEnany Brothers.
You know, it always bothers me when the officials will talk to one coach but not the other. The other coach has a right to know what's going on as well. And I think they added a second or two to the clock. That might be part of this discussion. 2nd and 29 on the 37-yard line of Westmont. Hey, you got 3 plays to make 29 yards. You do it at 10 yards at a clip, and suddenly you got a first down. I know Coach Hornick is not happy. I could just tell by the body language. It's like, come on, fellas. You know, let's get our act together here. Trips to the wide side. Split end to the short side. Fair ball under center. Number 4, D'Elia in motion. Fair ball back to pass. He's in trouble. He's running around all over the place. You got to get rid of the football. Oh, he's going to run the football. He's going to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Good job.
Faribault must have been at that dance class too with Shaquille, huh? Because he was shaking and baking all over the place.
Ralph, they're getting ready for homecoming. You're learning those dance moves.
Getting the dance steps down. Well, he picks up 14. 3rd and 15, the ball on the 24-yard line. 8:44 when the game clock is moving. Two receivers left, two right, shotgun, sidecar right. Fair ball back to pass. He's going deep. He's got one-on-one coverage out here. Great coverage, though, by number 17 for Westmont, Bashir Hunt. We were looking to heave it to Bentley Bainey. Our coaches saw that one-on-one coverage, and I don't blame them for trying to take advantage of that. Now it's 4th and 15 on the 24. We're going to kick a field goal. Lucas Connor, number 26,
He's been consistent.
on the season. He's 2 for 4. And in warm-ups last week, I saw him kick one from 48 yards. Your long snapper will be Hildebrand is your long snapper here. And I believe that Westmont's going to take a timeout. See, now whatever's going on, this is not healthy for our guys here.
It's sort of like racing the offense.
Okay, now there's going to be a penalty. Westmont lined up in the neutral zone, so that's going to move it 5 yards closer. Now it's 4th and 10. The ball on the 19-29. This is going to be a 36-yard field goal. He's very capable of making it. Hildebrand is your long snapper, number 63. Snap, hold, kick. It's up. It's got the distance. Oh, he just misses it wide right. Oh, and I got to give Coach Smith a lot of credit for giving him an opportunity because he's going to hit one of those. Let's not give up on that. That had the distance. It just went wide right. Mm-hmm. So Westmont will take over 1st and 10 on their 20-yard line. 8:09 left in the football game. Hang on to your seats, folks, because this is going to go down to the wire. Well, I got a chance, Junie. My JMU Dukes are 5-0. They got a bye this week, but Maria and I are headed down there next Saturday for a 12 o'clock start against South Alabama, so we'll talk more about that next week.
I don't want to talk about my Pitt Panthers.
Oh, I got to reserve my words here. I'm just going to. Hey, you know what? Westmont just ran the football and picked up 5 yards. It's 1st down and 5. Yes, all you Pitt fans, God bless you. That's all I'm going to say. Again, we want to remind you, the Harris Funeral Home players of the game will be coming up at the end of the game. We always try to get at least one of the opponents in that. And 2nd and 5. Running the ball right to left. McMullen, he cuts it back. He finds some room. Yeah, he might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and
I'm going to say
4.
3 or 4, yeah.
So you got to wonder, Coach Barron, this is usually 2-down territory for him. He doesn't like to punt the football, but with the game tied, is he going to throw caution to the wind if he doesn't pick up the 1st down on this particular play?
I would say he is.
Ball's on the right hash, 3rd and 3. The ball on the Hilltoppers' 27-yard line. Tight formation.
Straight up.
Right up the guts. There's a fumble. No, he's still running. He's going to lose some yardage. Mm-hmm. Stevens. D'Elia. Wow.
It's funny with this formation, it takes them a couple minutes just to get the pile.
Well, you know what? They're going to say they blew the whistle and that he gained a half a yard.
Oh.
Okie dokie. 4th and 2. The ball on the Hilltoppers' 26-yard line. They're going for it. Don't jump off sides. Do not jump off sides. Here's big play in the game. Huge play in the game. Now I believe Westmont's going to take a timeout. They did a little short motion thing. We jumped off sides the last time they did that, but we were very disciplined that time.
Yeah, because the game clock had.
And the other thing, well, they were going to let it run down. The coaches were watching that. Here's the other thing, though. When that quarterback gets underneath the center and establishes himself, he really cannot come out from underneath there. So he knew they were going to call the timeout, or that would have been a penalty. Now, the Hilltoppers, and I believe this is a smart move by Coach Barron, they're going to punt the football. You got Bepler and Ferguson. Well, no, you got Ferguson and Bainey back, and the Crushers are going to take over on their own 43-yard line, 1st and 10. The ball's going to be on the left hash.
And it's a Crusher first down, sponsored by Don and Aaron Colvin with Remax Power Associates.
Well, for those fans that are going out to the game next week at Sargent Stadium at the Point, keep in mind, safety is premium. There will be plenty of security. No bags or balls are brought into Sargent Stadium. The only exceptions is a medical bag or a diaper bag. Bags have to be open to visual inspection. And they're also warning people that they're not bringing bad things in. There's a pass down the middle to Bepler, right off of his fingertips. Oh, Faribault put that on the money, but I still think that Faribault, and now he put that one on the money and would have been a tough catch for Bepler, but if he puts a little bit of air on those things, they have a chance to run underneath it and make the play. Gutsy call by Coach Warnick. 2nd and 10 on their own 43-yard line for the Crushers. Also, if you're going out to the ball game, you can get I'll get it after this play. 2nd and 10. Motion right to left, and they're going to give the ball to number 44 on the jet sweep. He turns a corner. He's across the 50, and he's just drugged down. That's Jonathan D'Elia. Oh, man, he could have still been running. He'd have been running to that rainbow that Sunshine Jill saw.
It's now covered in fog.
So now we got 3rd and a 3rd and a short 2. The ball on the Hilltoppers' 49-yard line. This is a huge first down to pick up. Faribault going underneath center. Bepler in the tailback position behind Faribault. We got 2 receivers left and right on the right hash. Quarterback sneak. I think he's got it.
He's in. Great.
No, the play's dead. The play's dead. First and 10.
Oh, boy.
Well, the Hilltopper fans are not happy about that. They thought their guy was running for a touchdown, but just like before, the play was blown dead, okay? It's 1st and 10 for the Crushers. Coach Hornick not taking his time. He's making it happen here. He's getting them on the ball. Let's go. 4:37 left in the game. Faribault back to pass. He is sacked. Try to get this number for Westmont.
I think it was.
Looks like number 68.
There is no 68.
Yeah, I don't have a 68 on there, but whoever it was, 67, 67 is Blake Weisinger. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And now that's going to bring up a 2nd and 17 on the McCort 48-yard line. Empty set, got motion going right to left. We hand it to Ferguson. Ferguson's at 35. He cuts it back.
Go,
20,
go.
15, 10. Touchdown, Shaquille Ferguson from 49 yards out. Whoa, yes. 13-7. The McCort Carroll Crushers take the lead. There are no flags on the field. That's going to bring the extra point team on the field. Now, what's the discussion now? Oh, come on. Discussion after discussion after discussion. You got to know what's going on here, fellas. I'm not liking what's happening here. Not liking it at all. yarn, but you don't tell Coach Smith anything. Okay, I think I know what happened. We're going to get a personal foul in the end zone, unsportsmanlike. It's going to be on the kickoff. Excessive celebration. I'm going to believe that's what it is. Unsportsmanlike conduct against us. Why celebrate? You know what? I'm going to.
Well, I think.
Say fudsicle or something. Just that irritates me to no end.
Well, I think that there's a talking to going on the other side of the field.
Yeah,
so.
but we're going to have to probably kick off. If that's a 15-yarder, we're going to kick off from our 25-yard line. Snap, hold, kick. We need this. 3 minutes and 42 seconds left in the half. 2 personal fouls have really hurt us tonight. Got to stop that. Snap, hold, kick. He knuckleballs it through. 14-7. And Connor stays perfect on the season. He's now 10 for 10. That penalty looms big, Jeannie. That is not a healthy penalty to take. That stuff has to stop.
Well, and
and you know what? You know what players only understand? You're not playing anymore. You're going to sit for a while, or you're not going to start the next game. That is just not smart on our part.
Let me give you some updates around the league. Penn Cambria 15, Chestnut Ridge 6 in the fourth quarter. Bedford 28, Somerset 0 in the fourth quarter. Richland 35, Greater Johnstown 0 in the third quarter. Central Martinsburg 28, Penns Valley 0 at the half. Forest Hills 21, Central Cambria 0 at the half. And Bishop Guilfoyle 20 and Bellwood Anna 6 at the fourth quarter.
So if you're going to the game next week, we're encouraging all fans to purchase pre-sale tickets, avoid the lines at the gate, and that slowed down a little bit because, we're wanting people and we've got security there. You can purchase tickets in the main office till 1 p.m. on Friday, $3 for students, $5 for adults, and all tickets to the game are $5. That was just not a good penalty, Jeannie. I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but, oh, goodness gracious. You got to be smarter than that. Don't be wise guys. Be smart guys. So we're kicking on the right hash from the 25. We're kicking it away. It's down on the ground. It skirts through. He picks it up at the 29. He kicks it outside. Toby Baquette makes a big play, and the the Hilltoppers are going to take over on their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10. 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game. The Hilltoppers have 3 timeouts, and the scoreboard says that we have 2 timeouts left. I'm not sure about that one. Okay.
Actually, Ralph, I think that the field position could have been a lot worse. They could have been a lot worse on field.
Oh my gosh, we got lucky on that. You are absolutely correct, Jeannie. We got lucky. The penalty was not smart, but it didn't hurt us as much as I thought it possibly could.
And that was because of the kickoff.
Yes, he did a nice job. Line drived it, knocked it on the ground, rolling around. Good stuff.
All right, defense. Do your job.
Going deep. He's back to pass. The ball's up in the air, down the middle. It's incomplete. Putting pressure on the quarterback was number 12 up on the line of scrimmage, and that was Angelo Gallucci creeping up from his position at outside linebacker up on the line of scrimmage and put pressure on the quarterback. The pass went awry. 2nd and 10. Ball on the Hilltoppers' 31-yard line. Crusher fans everywhere, get on your feet. Let's go. We need all that positive energy. Come on, let's go Crushers.
3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Come on, defense.
Back to pass. Number 9. He throws it underneath number 9 in our corner, who in this situation is playing it a little bit softer. I believe that's number 4, D'Elia, coming up and making the tackle and keeping that from being even a bigger gain. So now it's 3:10, 3:09, 3:08, and it's 14-7, your Crushers. And Westmont is on their own 40-yard line. And they didn't get the first down. They're saying it's 3rd and short.
3rd and short. That's
they
a
give it
first
to
down.
their
Yep.
fullback, David Ray, and he picks up the first down. I thought for sure he had picked up the first down on the pass.
Yeah, I could see on the sideline he was about
You know,
a yard short.
I don't criticize officials a lot, but the inconsistencies tonight really has taken away from the really good football game we've had a chance to see here tonight. Both teams playing their hearts out. 1st and 10, Westmont on their 44-yard line. They're in that back to pass. Oh, goodness, and it's number 3. Brock Bepler. They walked him up off of his cornerback position. There's no one to block him. Catches Westmont short-handed, and it's a gigantic sack, and it brings up 2nd and 18 on the Hilltoppers' 36-yard line, and the Hilltoppers get a timeout. And here's the bottom line. No penalties. Be smart. Don't give them anything they don't deserve. If they're going to earn it, fine.
Wow, we've got ourselves a football game.
Been a great football game.
Absolutely.
Crushers, your McCort Carroll Crushers 14, the Hilltoppers 7. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in the game. The Hilltoppers have 2 timeouts left. The scoreboard says the Crushers have 2. I'm debating that one. Not sure about that one. And it's going to be 2nd and 18. The ball on the Hilltoppers' 36-yard line. They're on the left hash, and that's the hash closest to the McCort sidelines. Coach Smith, he's out there. Sometimes he gets a little too far out there, but I think I don't know who it was that kind of drug him back, but get back here, coach.
He's excitable, Ralph.
Well, they just gave Westmont sidelines a warning, and the old tit for tat thing, Jeannie.
All right, guys, hold the line.
Back to pass. They got a little screen pass out in the flat. They got it set up. Oh, my gosh. He's rumbling and bumbling over the 50-yard line. Great tackle by Shaquille Ferguson. They're going to move the sticks. Nope. I did not get the first down.
No, he's about 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, so that's going to bring up 3rd down.
No. 3rd? Yeah, 3rd and 3.
Yep, it's going to be 3rd and 3, and the ball on the Crushers' 48-yard line, 2 minutes and 13 seconds. He was out of bounds. The clock stopped. So they just give it to their fullback right up the guts. They're going to get the first down. This is going to go down to the wire, Jeannie.
It sure is. A turnover would be nice at this point. Just saying.
They're going to move the sticks. It's 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers. They're on the Crushers' 45-yard line. A minute 56, a minute 55, a minute 54, 14-7 the Crushers. Westmont, one split end to the right. They're going to give it to 17, running on the perimeter. He's down inside the 35-yard line, knocked out of bounds by number 34, Luke Stevens.
Come on, guys, you got to stop this.
And with the running out of bounds, it stops the clock. It saves them a timeout. And Coach Smith is the chess game continues. It's gone back and forth the whole game. Coach Smith has outsmarted them a little bit. That time they outsmarted us a little bit. They ran where we weren't. And they sealed that perimeter, and they got the first down. It's 1st and 10 on the Crushers' 34-yard line. They're running it right with number 17, and he's swarmed under. 63, 34, 75, 63.
Rocco Fetzkos, Richie Hildebrand, and Eliza Zadney.
There you go.
They lost a yard on that one, and there is a timeout on the Hilltoppers. So, Ralph, next week we do have homecoming, and speaking of homecoming, while we have a couple seconds here to talk, I want to tell you about an alumni mixer that we had in Pittsburgh this past Tuesday. It was wonderful. We had members from all different classes of Bishop McCort. There were class of 77 there, the class of 2002, class 2011. It was just a wonderful, wonderful night. It was great to see old friends and get them engaged in what's going on at Bishop McCort and the great things are happening. We talked to them about our name scholarship program and about our capital campaign program, and a lot of, as always, our alumni and friends of Bishop McCort come to the table and help to assure that our students get the best education that they possibly can. So thank you to all that attended, and be ready because we're coming for a third year to Pittsburgh. Harrisburg fans, we're looking at doing a Harrisburg mixer, putting that in the mix relatively soon. So stay tuned.
No, that's good stuff, Jeannie, and you do some great stuff down there in the advancement office. You got a lot of good stuff happening. We appreciate all your efforts, Jeannie.
Thanks, Ralph. All right, defense. He's out for the pass. He's out for the pass.
Oh, my gosh, he got hit. He caught it. Number 8 caught the football. And he's down at the 5-yard line. We put pressure on the quarterback.
This game just got interesting. Oh boy, we got ourselves a barn burner.
Donnybrook, 1:10, 1:09, first and goal on the 5. Little toss right to McMullen, and he's in. 14-13. You got to give number 9 for Westmont. Noah Brownlee went up and took it away from 2 of our guys. He was covered, and now it's 14-13. So what do you think, Jeannie?
Wow.
Does he kick it to think overtime, or is he going to try to win it right now?
Well, I know what I would do.
What would you do?
What I would kick it and get the tie. I mean, you can always go into overtime and get the.
Well, the coaching rule of thumb here is, at home you play for the tie. On the road you play for the win. So they're playing for the win at home right here now, and we got a timeout, a McCort timeout. It's 14-13. Westmont just moved the ball down the field with a big pass play. Then they had a run for a touchdown by McMullen. 1:02 left in the game. It's 14-13, and Westmont is giving everyone the indication that they're going to go for 2 and try to go up by 1 very late in this football game.
Holy moly.
Holy moly cannolis. I got to agree with you. A lot of discussions. The chess game is as big as it's been the whole game. You know, what's Westmont going to do? The last time they were in a situation like this, they took the wing from the left side and ran him on a flare pass for an easy touchdown. So those people that are assigned to cover those people can't go to sleep. They got to know it's a run before they commit to the run. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is the biggest moment of the season, Jeannie. The biggest moment of the season.
Absolutely.
So Westmont is going to go for 2. Don't be shocked if they do some movement trying to draw us off sides here. We've got to be disciplined in that respect. So now Westmont's going to take a timeout.
Everybody's taking a timeout.
Now Westmont is out of timeouts. 1:02 left in the game. Crushers 14, Hilltoppers 13.
Want to welcome to town the class of 1993. They have their class reunion tomorrow. So we're want to make sure if anyone is listening from that class that we're so glad they're back. If they're out of town, they're back in the area. And I know Tom Newcomer's been working hard on that along with his committee. And so.
Well, that's good stuff. The class of 93.
Yeah, looking for a good time.
I'm 100 years older than those people.
Yes, you are, Ralph. No.
Well, you're their age, aren't you?
I wish. I'm a little bit older than they are. A little bit older than they are.
No matter what happens, Jeannie, I always have fun. We always have a great time.
Well,
and let's not forget about the Harris Funeral Home players of the game.
Well, Well, we're heading in. The players are back on the field, and 1 minute and 2 seconds left. We're going to see what goes on here. They are. It looks to me that they are going to go for 2 in the win. Our players need to be ready.
Well, they're going to crowd the line of scrimmage. I think Westmont's going to stick with their bread and butter and do what they always do. They're going to try to pound it right at you.
Straight up the gut. Yep.
There it is, going right to left. No, we stopped them.
Yes!
The Crushers make a gigantic play. That's number 60. That's Brody Lansendorfer. He's had the game of games tonight.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. 14-13. Holy macaroni. Wow, and Coach Barron is just, they're shell-shocked.
They should have gone with my play.
Onside kick, Jeannie. Onside kick. So in this situation, Coach Santoro is going to put his hands team on there. And being an old special teams coach, I always called him the All-State team. You know, All-State, you're in good hands with All-State, okay? Hey, man, I almost get a good thought every 10, 15, 20 years, okay? So we got the good hands team out there. I don't think Westmont has any choice but to try an onside kick, to be honest with you. They don't have any timeouts left, and if McCort can handle this ball cleanly, they can run it out. They can run out the clock and win the football game. It's 14-13, McCort fans. Get on your feet wherever you're at. Clap. I don't care if you're at the local pub. Get out of your stool. Let's go. Make some noise wherever you're at. The Crushers are 1 minute and 2 seconds away from the end of a victory over the Hilltoppers. It's not over till it's over. It's 14-13. And we've got 10 guys from our 40 to the 49.5-yard line. And Westmont has their kicker in the middle of the field. They've got 5 guys right, 5 guys left. So let's see what their thought process is. And they kick a little short kick. And number 4 covers it. Jonathan D'Elia covers it. 1st and 10 for the Crushers. Coach Santoro, I've never seen him move that fast. He's so excited. God bless you, Coach Santoro. Great call, great play by the Crushers. 59 seconds left in the football game. Folks, it's not over till it's over, so we're not going to celebrate until it's actually in the books.
I hear you, Ralph. While we're doing this, I do want to give a special shout out to a friend of mine, Bob Walker, class of 1982, Bishop McCort, retired today. Was his retirement party from the FBI in Chicago. Congratulations and thank you for your service.
I'm with you, Jeannie. Well, being that fans like to second guess, they might second guess Coach for going for the 2 because you know his kickers, his extra point guys on the season are 13 for 14.
You know, sometimes you take a chance. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you lose. It was a great game, and I think both teams.
Not over yet, Jeannie. Not over yet. So it is 1st and 10. The Crushers have the ball on their 37-yard line. There are 59 seconds left in the game. The Crushers 14, the Hilltoppers 13. And, you know, we talked at the top of the show about competing up front, and the Crushers did that pretty well tonight. And the Hilltoppers cannot stop the clock. The play clock, 35-33. You let it run down. Do not snap the football here. You got run those seconds off the clock. They're looking to the sidelines. Coach Hornick's give them the word. Okay. Seconds on the play clock, 22 seconds on the game clock. Snap it. Knee. I believe this is it. It's over. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. The Crushers win 14-13, and wherever you're at, put your hands together. Oh, my goodness gracious.
You know what?
Jeannie, give me a hug. God bless you. Way to go, Crushers. Yes, Coach Smith, great job, you guys, coaching. Hey, how about our Harris Funeral Home players of the game? For Westmont on defense, we got number 73, Connor Ward. And on offense, we have number 84, Cody McMillan, running hard, doing good stuff. For the Crushers, Brody Lansendorfer had himself of a football game on the defensive side of the ball. Eli Zazadny played good on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. And Jonathan D'Elia came up big with big plays in this game. And I'm going to give a little shout-out and an honorable mention to Brady Page for making some big plays on special teams, not just tonight but over the course of the week. So those are your Harris Funeral Home players of the game. And your final score. Go ahead, Jeannie.
Well, I want to say, too bad nobody can see this, because to see the coaching staff be excited as they are, this is a wonderful. Cheerleaders are coming on the field. Celebration continues. So
big win.
Big
The Crushers put themselves in a spot to, got to get more wins. Got to get, but they're still in the hunt for a playoff spot.
They sure are. And we'll see everybody next week. We will be live both visually and on the air next week, as the Crushers will take on. Am I right? Next week is Bellefonte. Yes. Thanks. Thanks, Mr. Kashadi.
Ian, we thank you for everything that you do. Give us a little shout out to the Crusher fans.
Hey, thank you everybody for listening. Sorry we had some technical issues tonight, but we'll bring our best product next week.
Thanks, brother. We appreciate it. Hey, Crushers win at 14-13. Be safe wherever you're headed. Have a great weekend.